me to adjust my levels. You hear me? Okay, good.
If we're watching you here.
I'm actually going to download that right now because that sounds fantastic.
Dan, do we count as watching you here for your video? Oh, okay. Well, then let me lurk.
Oh no, is this one of those sites with like a bajillion download buttons? You have to figure out which one's the right download button. Where is it? What's it called? Sacred Gold and Storm Silver. Does OpenEMU work or OpenEMU, or do I have to download a specific one?
Hey,
I'm looking it up
Panini.
right now. I am talking. Words are coming out of my mouth.
He was a bitch, huh? Talking.
Talking. Boom.
Hey, this is why, baby.
I am so paranoid looking at the downloads for Dissemu, whatever it's called. It's like, oh, do you want to download it for OS 10? It now works with Mountain Lion. I'm like, that was a long time ago. Does it work with Mac OS?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I'm doing it on Windows and it works fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
And I gotta get my camera angles.
This is just like, you know, no Mac love, you know? Just no Mac love at all.
Oh, no, dude, never.
Great start to the stream.
I already started a stream. Fuck it, I don't care. Let's go. We're doing it live. Fuck it.
Just struggling and just like...
I'm trying to get them angles.
Hey, this is you know, this is genuine content.
That's right. That's right. This is the real shit right here, dude.
Small
This is
free
how you know
community.
it's all real and not scripted.
Exactly.
Fucking wife leaves all the doors open. Fucking, I'm trying to be professional here. God damn it. How do I fucking...
More wife jokes.
More wife jokes.
More wife content.
So my wife walks into a bar. No, that was not really bad. Rodney Dangerfield impression.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. After that impression, he just turned in his grave.
yeah. That was really bad.
He never gets respect. He never gets any respect.
Exactly.
No respect.
What the hell was that? I'm already dead. Dan doesn't impress. No, that's Bernie now.
It's hard not to mix them.
I know.
They're very...
I bet you they knew each other. I bet you they knew.
At some point, yeah.
Okay, I found the right one. It was really deceiving to me because it said it works with PowerPC as well, and I'm like, that can't be the most
That's
recent
old as shit.
It was said as well, so let's see if it works here. It looks like it's going to.
That's old as fuck. Sorry, anyone in chat. I am not looking at chat right now. I'm about to pull it up on my iPad. BRB.
Well, that's a good idea. I should do that too. So
Let me see.
I don't like to, even if I'm a guest, I don't like to ignore the chat. It's rude.
Stream manager. All right, chat, I got you. Okay. Luke says you're gonna see a lot of meat. That's cool. That's cool. Chat popping. That's right.
Apple just let me know this could be malware.
Oh, he said, oh yeah, my audio is way louder than Discord. Hold on, I gotta fix that. My bad. Okay, now Luke, the opposite should be true. Let me know. Pop, pop! Oh my god, the fucking community reference.
Thank you.
Pop, pop! We just finished that like a few months ago for the first time. It's so good.
Oh, how good is it, man?
It's so good. Community is infinitely better than any of those shows, like Parks and Rec and all that shit.
It was wild, man. So I was like watching it live pretty much, and like back when like
I'm gonna leave and come back.
oh, okay, cool. back when like nights of the week mattered in TV on comedy, like NBC had like a fucking strong lineup, man. It was like Community, 30 Rock was wrapping up, so was The Office. Fucking just a solid programming block.
Of all those shows, I have seen them all now. I think Community's the best. I have to restart the emulator. Hold up.
Oh yeah,
30 Rock is always going to have a special place in my heart. I love Liz Lemon and Jack Donaghy's dynamic too much.
It is really fun. That said,
30 Rock is the most rewatchable.
Yeah,
out of all of them, because like the jokes and references are so fucking layered. You need to like rewatch it a couple times. I'm like, oh, it means that. Okay. Schmidt's kind of like that too. But like Community, I think tried most stuff. Like
your audio's getting weird.
Yeah.
Oh, mine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bro, what the fuck? Controller's not registering. Hello? Hello?
It's Pokemon though. Like a keyboard should be fine. It's not a
I'm
lot
not
of like.
I'm not a WASD guy. Even when I play on PC, I use controllers.
Does it work with the Switch Pro controller?
No, I use this like wired Xbox One. I don't know if you're watching the stream, but I have a wired Xbox One that I use.
I don't have it pulled up quite yet, but I will once I get all this downloaded. I'm only human. I can do only one thing at a time.
Are you only human though? You're not like part Daft Punk robot?
I mean, I do like Daft Punk and too much house music that's possible.
As you should.
Not be. Daft Punk is good. Well, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of Random Access Memories.
Get the fuck out of here.
But Homework and Discovery, that's where it's at.
I mean, they're all great, but how do you not like... Look, when it came out, I didn't like Random Access Memories, but like now I am in love with songs on that album. I think that motherfucking poop head.
I have too much of a fondness for Discovery and Homework, and that's kind of where I lean more with what music taste I have. And Random Access Memories is a big deviation from that. It's not so much that like I think it's a garbage album or anything. It's just not what I want to listen to.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is that it's totally different.
Yeah, it's a big deviation, which I mean, good for them. Like it's important to do that as an artist. And I have no like ill will towards them. Like fuck Daft Punk, man. They had to get in bed with Pharrell Williams.
Here's the thing: is like if you get beyond that, I'm like ignoring the chat right now. I should be watching. Luke said that community meta jokes were on point. Yes, they were. Community jokes were so fucking good. They were so fucking good.
Like everybody is like taking the concept of the darkest timeline, you know,
yeah,
like on Twitter from Community.
That is very true. That has become very, very popular.
I feel like the jokes...
No one knows where that comes from, probably.
The jokes on 30 Rock were good for their time. Like, they were very good. Like, they were excellent for contemporary, but the ones in Community age... They're, like, timeless almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. 30 Rock is very much a product of its time. In, like, 30 years, I can't imagine telling someone, like, oh, you should go back and watch 30 Rock.
Right.
It really holds up.
What's this conversation? Like, hey, what'd you like best 30 years ago? All right.
Pokemon, obviously. Okay, I got the
What's your
controller
name, by the way? Jesus. Like.
Yeah, you know, I'm just in like a bar in 30 years being like, by the way, random person or bartender, 30 Rock or Community, shoot.
Yeah, go.
I'd be like, first off, put on your mask. Tuck away too close to me. But no.
In 30 years, I hope we're not there. Oh, man.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I don't know. I had sacrificed, I'm doing Nuzlocke, I had sacrificed a Hoot Hoot and the Magikarp to win the first batch. So yeah, this game is like, I've never done a Nuzlocke before. And this game is like more of an intermediate Nuzlocke, so I might have fucked myself on this one, being my first Nuzlocke.
So I'm a total Pokemon noob. Like, I casually like Pokemon. But isn't Nuzlocke when you have to get rid of a Pokemon when it faints?
Yep, so Nuzlocke, the two... People have different, like, variations on it, but the two things that are core rules of a Nuzlocke run, no matter your variation, is permadeath when a Pokemon faints, and you can only catch the first Pokemon in any given area. So if I'm like Route 106, I can only catch the first one. If I kill it, I'm fucked.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
It makes the run really interesting because you're given obviously a way smaller pool to pick from, and the permadeath thing really bites you in the ass. But honestly, it makes the game so much more interesting than the vanilla game. But so this ROM hack is made by one of the better known like ROM hackers in the Pokemon community, who takes he took Heart Gold, Soul Silver and made them these. He took Fire Red and Leaf Green and made some. He's made some of Platinum as well. And this is one of the like. This one's been updated like months ago. This one is one of the better received ones.
Okay, here's the question: if the base game is vanilla,
yeah,
what ice cream flavor
is this? Oh, that's a good question. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to say something I like as opposed to think about it and say something I think is more accurate.
Just go with your heart.
Butter pecan.
Okay.
It's a lot better.
I don't know what I was expecting, but
no, I'm not going to give you strawberry chocolate. I'm not going to give you some basic shit. You're going to get some nuanced shit here.
I was ready for Moose Tracks.
I don't even know what that is. What the fuck is Moose Tracks?
Moose Tracks? It's
Yeah.
like, you know.
It's ice cream. It's good.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that in my life.
I'm trying to think what's in it now. I can't. It's
like praline.
Is it a poop reference?
No.
The name?
No. Why would you say that?
I mean,
don't know.
it is a chocolatey flavor, so I mean that's totally possible.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Why would
Wow,
anyone...
even Luke's like, how have you not heard of Moose Track? I've never heard. What the fuck is Moose Tracks, dude? I don't know what the fuck that is.
There are too many ice cream flavors.
Okay.
There are a lot, especially when you like all the fun Ben and Jerry names.
There you go.
I was just thinking of that. Like, there's so many of those. I don't think you could go to someone and be like, "What do you mean you don't know of?" Jeez, what's in the
Okay, so
American
it's more like
Dream?
It has a
It's more like a
Wikipedia
brand.
page. Oh,
It's more like a brand that we've come to know as like a variety. You know how like Velcro is
Yeah.
actually a company.
Band-Aid.
Yeah. Okay.
Kleenex, the same kind of thing.
I say tissue. I don't say Kleenex.
I say Kleenex. I'm a corporate sucker, I guess.
That's right. No, so this mod, it adds a lot of things that makes the game interesting. There's a huge overhaul for what Pokemon people have, which is insane. Every gym leader has 6 Pokemon, which for some reason is not the default in any game.
That should be the default, though.
It absolutely should. In like Sword and Shield, the first gym leader has like 3, I think.
Yeah, it's a boss battle, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna go half as far as we could.
Right.
You go all the way.
And this is one of those things where, like, God forbid you fucking, like, make a difficulty. Like, you make an easy mode for kids, because they're like, oh, it's a kid's game, it can't be hard. So, yeah, fine, give them an easy mode and give me the adult hard mode. And, like, give me the dark story and all that shit. This one, they changed what trainers have. They changed the AI, so the AI actually, like, switches out for type advantages on you and shit. Like a human would. And the story and Pokemon that are available to you in each route are expanded. And the story is like a lot more interesting now.
What's the closest you think Pokemon has gotten to having a dark story? I think it was the first movie.
Ooh, first movie. I was thinking video games. I didn't realize you meant the whole media franchise.
You could say you can answer video games first.
Video games, Gen 5. For sure, because Gen 5, the evil team, their whole I mean, like, spoilers, they were not shit, like, sincere about it, but their whole thing was like, Pokemon battling is slavery, free the Pokemon. And I was like, okay, that's the most on point. For sure.
Wait, those are the bad guys?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that is kind of dark. Like, imagining a 6-year-old being like, "Hey, Dad, what's slavery?" It's like, "Oh, fuck, I gotta explain that now."
Yeah.
Pokemon told them about it.
They're like, they basically their line is that, but then ultimately they just want everyone, like, what it ended up, their true intentions being was real dumb. It was, as a plot point, it was like, oh, well, actually, we just want everyone not to have Pokemon and just us have Pokemon, and now we're the powerful people that run the world. It's like, okay.
I mean, that's pretty dark too. That's some textbook authoritarianism right there.
You know,
So,
that's fair. That's fair. But also, N is like this kid that's part of the team. It's called, is it Plasma? I think it's Team Plasma. And N is this kid who like can actually talk to Pokemon, and he's raised by the leader of the team, and he genuinely believes, you know, what they're selling. Whereas the rest of the team really doesn't. And so there's like this interesting story arc with N. He becomes king for some reason. It's weird. Anyway, I think that would be the darkest.
Sounds like actually an interesting story.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the few... Gen 5 is, like, really controversial. Because there's a lot of people who stan Gen 5 like me, and a lot of people who are like, ice cream Pokemon, dumb. Fuck that. Like, they think that the Pokemon designs are bad, therefore the whole gen is bad. So, yeah. That's a thing. Luke says, I'm the king of Pokemon. Yeah, there's a really funny meme about that, because N, the character, tells you that on a Ferris wheel, which is really fucking weird. It's like, player name, I'm the king of Team Plasma. And you're like, what? The fuck?
I think that this is only for the Storm Soul. I think it's only for Windows.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm just gonna download Soul Silver.
The regular one?
Yeah.
You should Nuzlocke it if you're gonna do it. I don't know what to do here. I'm over here talking about the Pokemon franchise and not actually battling.
What will Polysex do?
I don't know. What will Polysex do? I'm not sure. I don't know if I should heal.
We've been waiting. Chat's been waiting. Come on.
Fuck, dude.
Do you have to name your Pokemon? Is that part of it too?
Oh yeah, like an unwritten part of Nuzlocke is you have to nickname all your Pokemon. Oh fuck, it has Levitate. I was totally paying attention. God damn it. I did that already. Motherfuck. I'm a dummy. I'm gonna switch out. I don't know what to switch to.
And this still has Johto and everything too, right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Johto, Kanto.
Yeah. It still has Kanto and everything. I don't know what the Kanto content is like. Yeah.
That's
So
the real
Luke
reason Soul is
mentions
the best
that the reason that
Silver is the best version.
you do the nickname is so you get attached to them. So when they die, you're like pissed. You're more angry. You're more attached to them.
Maybe I'm heartless. Maybe like, oh, thank God that terrible nickname I came up with is gone. Because I never nickname my Pokemon. I always keep it the default. I don't think I've ever nicknamed a Pokemon.
Honestly, you have to sacrifice Pokemon in the Nuzlocke if you're going to beat the game. There's no way you don't lose a Pokemon along the way. There's this guy that I follow that like literally is a professional Nuzlocker and will like use Pokemon as pivots, quote unquote, which means if it dies, I don't care. In a battle. Oh my god, please land. Thank you. Christ. Good thing I bought antidotes before coming to this goddamn cave. Polysex the Poliwhirl? Politoad? Politoad. No, Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl's the second one. What's the first one?
Wag?
Fuck, I forget their names already. It's Poliwag. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Lou. Yeah, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Wrath. Anyway, Magby. Fuck, dude. This poison is gonna bite me in the fucking ass. This poison's really gonna bite me in the ass. Yeah, Politoad. What's interesting is in this hack, instead of like doing trades and stuff, they give you other ways to evolve Pokemon. They give you like custom items, which is really dope.
So you don't know how to get just Politoad. Level them up?
No, you can, but there's also like, I don't know, for instance, like Eevee evolves into Flareon with a Firestone, not leveling up, right?
Yeah.
But other ones will evolve based on like items you give them like that, or like trading. I think Politoad in the original game, you had to have a King's Rock and then trade it. Like, have it holding a King's Rock and trade it or some shit like that. Or level it up holding a King's Rock or some shit like that. But in this mod, since you're not going to trade with people, they they give you a bunch of items to evolve Pokemon, like custom items that are made for the game. Yep. Okay, Luke confirms that it's trade.
A King's Rock, that's like a evolution stone or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There's a really funny meme where there's it's not an evolution stone, it's more like an item. It's a hold item in these games that has an effect, like it increases special defense or some shit like that. But when certain Pokemon hold it, they evolve. Namely, Slowpoke into Slowking, and Poliwhirl into Politoed. There you go. Luke looked it up for me. King's Rock gives all moves a chance to flinch, which is actually pretty dope. Yeah, and so there's a really funny meme where Poliwhirl is holding a King's Rock, which is literally shaped like a crown, and puts it on his own head. And it's like, the meme is something like me realizing my inner self-worth. It's like, yes, love it. You love to see it.
Self-deprecation, always a good source of, or lack thereof.
Yeah, the opposite.
Memes. Self-confidence, great thing.
It's like the flip that on its head meme.
Don't know that.
Yeah, I think butter pecan. Butter pecan.
Let's see.
To bring it all the way back around.
Yeah. Yeah, the like professional Nuzlocke guy I follow does his rules are, you know, the aforementioned rules, and then no items as well. So like no healing items. Like just Pokemon centers. And held items, which really is hard. Because right now I'm going to heal my Pokemon using items. Huh?
Now you say professional.
Yeah, I mean, like, he makes his living off of it. Like, he just literally just Twitch and YouTube streams Nuzlocke runs.
Mm.
That's like his job. Effectively.
Imagine, like, alright, time to clock in. At the Poke Center.
There's one where I think it's a ROM hack made by this same ROM hacker. I'm gonna look it up now. But it took him literally 41 tries to beat it, which is insane. What's this guy's name? Drano ROM hacks. I forget his screen name. Drayano, that's his name. Yeah, this guy's like one of the best known Pokemon ROM hackers. I know that's a super fucking niche thing. An extremely niche thing.
At the forefront of the
the Nuzlocking community. I can't just find like a simple list of games he made. Come on, dude.
So he's a real thought leader in the Nuzlocke space. He's written a few good peer-reviewed papers.
So I hear my game playing, but I can't actually see it, and I don't know why.
I have no clue. On Mac?
Yeah, this is weird.
I almost never game on Mac, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh, it's the only option I have.
You can dual boot with a hard drive.
Yeah, I guess I could do that, but then I have to, like, you know, pay for Windows and all that. And,
No, you don't have to pay for Windows. You can just...
I have to.
Do you?
I would feel bad. Yeah, I would feel bad.
You don't have a license already?
No, I don't.
Ah.
I've had Macs my whole life. I've never owned a PC before.
Really?
Never, yeah.
Look at you. Hardcore.
Well, my dad was always a huge Apple person, so I just kind of, you know, got up into it.
Luke says he's still using a demo version of Windows from 5 years ago. Yeah, dude. Most people don't pay for Windows. Even
Wait,
like
how
fucking,
does that work?
You don't have to
demo
you just,
version from here?
You just don't activate it. like it keeps telling you to activate it, and you can disable that notification, and then you just keep using it.
But like, what's the restriction then?
I don't think there are any.
Wow, that's really just really bad on Microsoft's part.
I mean, like, there's a whole video from Linus Tech Tips, like, about people yelling at him for not activating Windows. And he's like, look, I'm not a pirate, but I never activate it because I've paid for enough licenses for all my team, but we have, like, 20 computers running Windows, like, you know, like 3 times his employees. He's like, I
Was
don't
that a
care.
Linus impression for a second there?
No, I'd have to really get my voice up here if I'm doing a Linus Tech Tip.
That was actually...
I'd have to really get up there. It's almost like Jordan Peterson-esque. You really have to get up here, you know? No. Jordan Peterson's more like Kermit the Frog. Linus is just like a little... They're like the same squeakiness level. I'll put it that way.
I'm pleased to say I have no idea what Jordan Peterson sounds like.
Okay.
So I'll just take your word for it.
That's probably for the better.
My audio keeps like getting super tinny and robotic, and I can't hear it half the time. So I missed your
for us
awesome like Jordan Peterson rant that I just completely missed.
Oh, I didn't really say anything. Oh fuck!
Oh, okay.
I'm not about to.
I missed it, so I didn't even know you didn't say anything.
I'm not about to lose this polywag. Hold up.
Are you connected to Ethernet or Wi-Fi?
I'm on Ethernet.
He's on the Wi-Fi. Oh, you're on Ethernet? I thought you were on Wi-Fi.
Yep. Nope.
That they're Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. I used to sell iPads. People come and be like, "Can I get the iPad with the Wi-Fi?" Like, no, I don't know. We don't have those.
Oh wait, Luke says on the activate Windows thing, yeah, disable the notification and you can't use the personalize option. So like you can't set backgrounds for monitors and shit like that. So you can't customize your desktop, which is actually something I really like doing.
I mean, I literally running the default wallpaper on Mac OS right now, so I don't think that would bother me in the slightest.
Oh, well then there you go. You have your solution.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
I mean, the default.
That's like
nice.
terrible though. Like it's like having a bouncer and just being like, "Hey, don't go in there." Ah, they walked by me. Like,
yeah.
I guess I won't chase after them.
Totally. But to be fair, like they also make more money off like the peripheral products and they make more money off of like Word and Microsoft Office and shit like that.
Enterprise.
Yeah, exactly. But like all the peripheral,
so much money off Enterprise.
All the peripheral things around Windows.
Yeah. You know what's a big moneymaker for them now, actually, is the Xbox Game Pass. That's like their video game Netflix. They're really investing a lot into that service.
Yeah, they get
great value.
15 million subscribers now.
Jesus Christ.
Which is, yeah, it's a lot. Like, assuming you have the lowest tier, everyone has the lowest tier, $10 a month. That's still like $150 million every month that they're pulling in.
I mean, also just think about the economics. It's like a regularly rotating... well, I mean, actually, they're up long enough to like actually play them through, but they always have like 100 games on there or more.
I'm looking up.
I thought I had a bigger point there, but I just stopped. I was like, and that's
it's the best deal in gaming, period.
Pretty much is. And
if you're a budget consumer, like you should get an Xbox, hands down.
Wait, so how does it compare to? I thought, are they the only ones doing something like that, or isn't there like a PlayStation similar thing?
PlayStation Now it has more games, but it's streaming only, but only some of the PS4 games are available for download. They're not going to put their most recent games on there. It's not as, I don't know, Game Pass is the better deal. It might not have as many games, but I mean, all the games that are on there are at least decent. But there's a lot of also just, top tier games.
Right.
It's definitely the best deal for console. I would say, like, if you troll the, Steam, itch.io, Epic Game Stores, whatever, you could get some pretty great deals there. They just finished up a Game of the Year sales on a couple different...
Luke says Among Us is apparently coming to Game Pass in the next rotation.
Well, there you go.
On Xbox? Wow.
Worth it alone.
I mean, they might as well be on Game Pass. It's already a free game.
Right.
It's also coming to Switch apparently now too.
How's that going to work with a controller? Because it works with touch screen and a mouse, but I don't know how it's going to work with a controller. Like, how are you gonna connect the wires on the controller?
I mean, I think that's going to be worth it because I can't stand playing that on my iPad.
Oh, I love playing it on iPad. I can't play with
the character is so awkward though.
I can't. There's a joystick. You use the joystick. There's the joystick option.
Oh yeah, that's what I use the joystick option. I
You
think
still
it's
don't
really,
like
I don't
it?
know. I'm just not a fan of touch controls. I can't.
But isn't it
stand
the
them.
same? You like click around with the mouse on desktop to do it. It's the same shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a curmudgeon. I don't like that either.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
It
I
needs to be
agree.
a joystick or bust.
I
Just
agree.
let the man have his grudge, please.
No, no. I
Stop
am.
trying to. Yeah.
Do you know how often I pedant over little shit like this? It's like my thing. Hold on, I'm gonna close the window. It's cold.
It's really okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think I'm gonna be able to play this game because it's just I can hear it running, but I can't actually see anything.
that's so strange.
Having radiators
very
is nice, but you really gotta like dial in the temperature by opening windows all the time.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. What is it in Chicago right now?
In the Shire, it's like in the 20s.
Okay.
Oof.
Well, it's a balmy 38 degrees here.
Oh, that is
in
warm.
New York. Yeah, it kind of is.
That
It's a lot
legit
of
is warm.
sun. My plants are getting good sun right now. It's great.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, over here the winters have been getting more mild over the years, but they're still more mild for Chicago is a relative term. It's like it's still
when I was in
fucking cold.
Chicago. The first winter was awful, and then every winter after that wasn't that bad. Maybe I just got used to it though.
So yeah, see, that's the thing is you might be getting used to it.
So you become more dead inside. So
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, okay, now I'm used to this awful. Well, the other thing is like every summer you become unused to it though.
Mm-hmm.
And then like when you're unused to it, you get the winter back. You're like, fuck, this is cold, and it's like 35. And then like come spring, it's like 35. Oh shit, this is so warm. Like,
gotta say, of the many places I'm excited to travel to, Chicago in the summer is up there again.
oh hell yeah.
It was really up there. Been there one time, loved it. So it's like a paradise, right? All year?
That's right. All year, all year.
It's the image I have in my head, so it's what I choose to believe.
I had a friend from college visit from Texas when it was snowing, like in the winter. He wanted to try deep dish, and we like walked to Giordano's or something. Like,
Not Pequods?
nah, dude, not Pequods. I didn't know about Pequods at the
Pequod's is
time.
great.
I'd only lived there for like 2 months, so I didn't really know shit.
Oh, okay. Because I
Do you
really
ever go
want
to,
Pequods.
What is it? It's an awful name. It's called Chicago Pizza and Oven Grinder Company. or
Oh,
whatever it's
yeah,
called. It's
yeah.
really-
I've heard about it. Pizza grinder, people call it.
yeah, that place is insane.
I've
It's
heard
so
about it, but
good.
I haven't gone. Everyone says that's the place.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Although the wait is insane. Every
Yeah.
time I went, it was like an hour and a half wait. But
I
it's
feel like
worth it.
Pequod's is similar.
Yeah, because Pequod's is so small.
Yep, and like popular.
It's also isn't it across the street from a movie theater as well. So people like go to a movie and
Yeah.
go to Pequod's after or before.
Luke says the breadsticks at Pizza Grinder is great.
Mm-hmm.
I have not had breadsticks there. I have not had anything there.
They have like a pizza pot pie,
Oh,
and that's
what
what
the
they're
fuck?
really.
So a
Yeah.
calzone, basically.
No, so like they basically they put all of the ingredients for the pizza in a bowl and then bake the crust like on top of it.
Oh, so it is like a pie,
It's really good.
right? It's a less trashy calzone. Calzone's kind of a trashy pie. Let's be real.
A calzone is like basically taking a slice of pizza and rolling it up.
Right.
It's really
You seal it.
what it is. Yeah, and then you seal it. But it's more bread than the good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. The only time I've had a good calzone, it was like flaky, that type of crust.
Well, here's the thing. I just feel like whenever one comes across a calzone, it's been sitting out for like an hour or more. You know,
It's just like wet and greasy, and
it's just you walk into any place and like the calzones are always there. Like they're not flying off the shelf. Like,
yeah.
That's totally true. Like you'll have the display for the pizza where like the pizza's spinning and it's staying nice and warm, and the calzone's like, let me go to the freezer in the back for a second. I'll be right.
Yeah,
1 second.
100%. And like people are like ordering slices of the pizza. They're taking it off the pie, but like the cheese on the calzone has like set in. It's clearly been there for.
It's wrapped in saran wrap.
So I'm with that. Like trashy, kind of trashy.
That's like that. Oh shit! I don't want to get
Luke
credit
isn't
again.
happy.
That's like that Lewis Black bit where he's shitting on candy corn. He's like, all the candy corn in the world was made in 1943. And every year, they go around to the trash cans around the country, and then they recollect them. And he's like, they wash it. And then they'll repackage it and sell it back to you.
That is classic 2008 Lewis Black, or whatever that was.
Yeah.
It's also true, though. Like,
It's so
I'm
true.
immediately suspicious
Very
of
true.
people who like candy corn. Like,
Yeah.
really? You do?
Well, my wife does. I'm always suspicious of her, though.
Oh, I don't know.
Fuck that.
I haven't met your wife before, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. She's wrong. She's fucking wrong.
It's like when people say they don't like bacon or something like that. It's like, are you a person?
I know a number of people that like candy corn though, and it's like who tortured your taste buds into liking that? Who did that to you?
They must love saran wrapped cold calzones too. That must
That's
be
right.
like that's a different, it's a whole kind of area of people.
Luke takes
that
offense to your calzone hate.
All right. To be fair, to play kind of the both sides here, a freshly made, made calzone is good.
You just said an oxymoron. That is an oxymoronic statement.
What did I say? I know I worded it terribly. But
There's
like,
no such thing as a freshly made,
calzone.
well-made calzone. They just don't exist.
There's a place near me called Twisted Pizza. They have a decent calzone, but I'll always get the pizza first.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah, of course.
Because you're not insane. You don't hate yourself. Why would you do that?
I'm so depressed today. I just need to have a calzone.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that just reeks of, again, talking about comedians' bits about food. There's a really good Patton Oswalt bit about the famous bowl at KFC. It's so. It's such a good.
Does he say bad? Does he say bad things about the famous bowl?
Yes. He goes. He's like, hey, so I'm at the Kentucky Fried Chicken. What do you as someone who works here suggest? Oh, well, obviously you've got to try the chicken. You know, the breading. It has a bunch of spices in it that are great. It's just, it's so good. You definitely got to get that. And the mashed potatoes and the gravy. The gravy's so tangy and tasty. And the corn is so sweet and juicy and it has a nice crunch. And then flip back to the other guy. Okay, hold on, stop. Can you just take all of that shit and put it in a bowl for me? He's like, no, well, I could like serve them separately on a plate with a fork and knife like you're a human with dignity. Nope, fuck it. Put it in a bowl. Put it in a bowl. I want that all in one bowl. And then he goes, America has spoken. Pile my food in a fucking pile. I don't give a shit anymore.
I walked away for a sec. Are you talking about the KFC famous bowl?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I thought so. Well, you know what? I've only had it like one time, and I agree with Luke here. I thought it was kind of good. Just because it's got like people like layers in food. I feel like, you know, like the 6-layer nacho dip you get from Costco or whatever. Like that's a good time. Same thing with the famous bowl. Like, did I feel shame?
Yeah,
yes.
as you should.
Yes.
It's just a pile of food.
Would I eat it again?
I have no fast food shame. I even had the Double Down from KFC. The famous bowl.
Oh my
Nothing
God.
compared to the shame of eating a Double Down.
He also has a bit about the Double Down. He's like, I think they heard my bit and were like, oh yeah, comedian guy? You wanna make a joke? Make a joke about this. The Double Down is literally the patties are chicken.
Yeah,
Or something
it's
insane.
basically a cheese and bacon sandwich where the bread is chicken. That's basically what it is.
So it's 2 patties of chicken with bacon and cheese in between?
Even if you want to get even more specific, it's basically like having a double chicken sandwich with no bread. It's really that. Like, if you put 2 pieces of bread on either side, it would just be like a double bacon cheeseburger or something like that, but with chicken instead. And they just took the bread off and are like, hey, let's just sell it. There's bread on the chicken. It's breaded chicken. It's good enough. Just sell it.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
It was good, though. It's good in that, like, fast food sense.
Oh, yeah, I feel you. That's why I like, whenever I go back to Texas or the South, I get Whataburger, even though it's like fast food and
yeah.
makes me feel gross.
Whataburger is special.
It's so good. It's like, oh fuck, dude, hell yeah! Like this greasy, disgusting burger, but it's so much better tasting than like a McDonald's burger, or maybe it's just because it's the novelty of it. It might be the novelty of it. You know what though? I will say in Whataburger's favor, even though it's gross fast food. When I was like in high school, I still did not have a diverse palate. Eric might be able to attest to this, and so like the older I got, the more I diversified the flavor profiles that I enjoyed, and the Whataburger honey mustard is what turned me on to like mustard period, like Dijon and everything else. These sweet, the like cloyingly sweet, pound of sugar per 8 ounces. Honey mustard is what turned me on to just mustard in general. After that, so every time I go to Whataburger, I get that honey mustard now.
I might need to do that.
You expanded my palate, Dan.
That's right. That's right. Luke is still upset about the calzone hate. I'm surprised we made it through that cave that quick. I guess I misremembered that cave. Okay. Ooh,
the other place to go to when you go to Texas is Raising Cane's.
Oh yeah, they have Raising Cane in Chicago though.
Do they? They got one in Chicago now?
Yeah. It's of course it's by college campuses. There's one by the Loyola campus, and I think one by DePaul.
When I was in Chicago, before Raising Cane's was there, my roommate was a friend of mine from high school in Texas, and we were both craving Raising Cane's because we, had some herbal remedies that make you crave things, and we ended up emailing. We went to Raising Cane's site. We emailed them like, "When are you guys gonna open up one?" Yeah,
that is like a stoned move. It's like I can't call them, dude. I'm too high. I gotta write up an email. Hold up.
And then we read it like 5 times over each. Like, you look at it this time, and did I miss anything?
It's such a paranoid stone thing.
Sign the email as the person you're sending it to.
Do you want to put our real names? Because, like, I don't know, that could be embarrassing if, like, someone there reads this and knows it's us.
The thing with Raising Cane's, though, that it doesn't have, like, the diversity of a menu of a Whataburger, right? It's like, you just get, like, the chicken fingers, and that's it.
Yeah, literally their chicken sandwich is just chicken fingers and bread.
Right. You have the sandwich, and you have the chicken fingers, and that's
like, that's what...
I mean, they're damn good. And the sauce, I remember... What the fuck do they have as sauces? I forget. Are they like really unique sauces, or is it just like ketchup and shit?
They have a Cane's sauce. That's like their specialty, like secret sauce.
That's what I thought. Cane's sauce. Yeah, Luke is like, I went there last Thursday.
It's good stuff. It's like, I don't know if you guys know Zaxby's, but it's a lot like a Zaxby's.
I've been to Zaxby's, like maybe once or twice, but yeah, it's basically the same shit. All right, polysex, the what is it? Polytag, polywag, polytag. Luke says Zaxby's is worse. I might agree with that.
I had family who lived in South Carolina, and that was my only experience with Zaxby's. Most of my experience is Raising Cane's, so I can't remember how they compare.
I feel like Zaxby's and Raising Cane's are 2 chicken fingers as like Wingstop is 2 chicken wings. Like that type of thing. Maybe Zaxby's is closer to Wingstop.
Here's the thing. Wingstop sounds like it'd be the perfect like stoner food, but it's so overwhelming, the number of options, that I never end up going there when I have
a bunch of these.
It's like, I'm like, I don't know which one I want, and like, let's just go to, something much more simple. We'll just order a pizza, and I know I'm going to want pepperoni and sausage on it, and then we're just sticking with that.
Right.
I mean, I can tell you the move. It's mango habanero. There you go.
Ooh.
Now that my palate is more developed, I think I'd be into that. When I was in Chicago, I wasn't there, but I'd be into that now.
I've gotten to the point with pizza where, like, basically, as long as you don't order anything that's, like, offensive, I'm cool. Like, even if you get anchovies, I might be cool with it. That type of thing.
What do you consider offensive? Like, is pineapple offensive?
Well, sometimes. I used to consider pineapple offensive, but then Sadie ordered a Hawaiian pizza the other day, and I was like, I guess I could do without the pineapple, but I don't find it offensive anymore.
I think it's surprisingly good. I haven't had it a bunch of times, but...
I like Hawaiian pizza a lot, actually.
I still think pineapple on pizza is not ideal. I would rather it not have the pineapple, but also I would eat it with the pineapple. Like,
I prefer meaty pizza. Sausage pepperoni is like the classic for me.
I prefer cheesy pizza, like not even like just like a cheese blend, like a solid cheese blend. and good.
Okay, so you don't mean like cheesy crust where they like stuff cheese inside the crust?
Nah, I don't want that Domino's bullshit. I want
Okay.
good
So
like hole in the wall in New York, where the cheese blend is on point as fuck, and it's just a regular ass slice of cheese with a really good cheese blend. Like,
So you wanted the guy to like pick up a fistful of shredded cheese and just like splat it on there. Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, like your quintessential. I mean, Eric, you know, your quintessential New York slice is like my ideal. Just regular ass cheese New York pizza. Yeah.
I could never do just a plain cheese pizza. I can never. It doesn't matter how good the cheese blend is.
What?
It's like having a burger without cheese on it. Like burgers have to have cheese on it.
I guess
it's mandatory.
But
the sauce is great.
I don't disagree with the burger part, but like, oh Jesus Christ! I almost lost my poly.
Meanwhile,
holy shit!
Pizza's distracting. It's important.
Dude, I got critted. Holy shit!
It's got chopped to throat.
Those critical hits, you gotta watch out for them, because they will. Critical hit is a 1.5 modifier on the damage, so if you're not careful, you could get one-shotted. Fuck, dude. What do I do? I guess I need to level up Ghastly. Let's go to... Let's go to Pidgey the Ghastly. Or Ghastly the Pidgey, sorry.
Yeah, that's not confusing.
That's extremely confusing. Oh, I fucked up. Well, we lost a Pokemon. Oh, God.
Rain continues to fall.
The rain continues on my soul.
It's like rain on your wedding day.
It is like rain on your wedding day. God damn it, this was the Pokemon... the fucking Pidgey was the Pokemon I was going to use against the next gym leader, because it's bug type. Okay, well, lesson learned, I suppose.
Do you have to grind a ton?
Yes.
In order to, like... Okay, I kind of figured you'd have to if you're... Because, yeah, Pokemon are always way lower level in the areas you catch them.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I think I might have figured out how to do this. I just downloaded OpenMU, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't do DS. I'll just download the Game Boy Color version of Silver. But OpenMU does DS stuff now, specifically with DSMU Me or whatever it's called, which I think is the same one you told me to do.
Yes, it is.
So, cool. It does Dolphin and GameCube now? Oh, this is amazing.
Wait, Luke, isn't which one a gold and silver monster? Which Pokemon are you referring to? Rain Dance. Do I want my Poliwag to get Rain Dance? No, Luxray is not a gold silver Pokemon. That's part of this hack. This ROM hack, they added a bunch of like all the way up to Gen 5, I think, Pokemon. Yeah, that's part of the like immersion hack thing. Do I want to learn Rain Dance? Maybe. Maybe. I need Water Gun. I'm not getting rid of Water Gun. We can get rid of Double Slap, I guess. Maybe that was the wrong move. I'm not quite sure.
Guys, it works.
There you go.
It works. Actually, hold on a second. I'm going to go get my Switch Pro Controller, because I'm pretty sure OpenMU works with Switch Pro Controllers.
Okay.
That would just be more comfortable. I'll be right back 1 second.
Yeah.
I have AirPods. I still might be able to hear you guys.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
Cool guy with AirPods. Sure.
Okay. The bourgeois.
That's right. Okay, I gotta go to the Pokemon Center. Well, I gotta release the Pidgey. My Pidgey got killed. God damn it.
So now you need another Pidgey.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if I need it, but it would help in this next gym. Having something strong against bug type.
So clearly you just suffered a blow. What's the strategy now?
I don't know. Well, let me look up. It'd be nice if I had Storm Silver walkthrough. Just so I can see what she has on her team. The gym leader, Bugsy or whatever. That's the thing, is like... Like, you have to do your research and be prepared for the battle, or you're kind of fucked.
You thought you could just insult me and call me bourgeois while I walk away? I'm not taking...
Uh-oh.
I don't have AirPods Max, alright? I'm not bourgeois, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I don't actually care.
And that was not a genuine apology. So, okay.
Okay, so if I can still use my fire type Pokemon and be good. I just wanted that flying type that would help me. Whatever. I can still use my Quilava. I wonder. Can I see her lineup? Dark Cave, Violet City. Ooh, interesting. Is this for, yeah, Storm Silver? Let me see. So it tells you Dark Cave, you get X, Y, and Z. That's cool. Violet City doesn't tell you what she has, though. It just tells you the wild Pokemon. That's annoying. Oh well. Alright. I'm gonna save, and then we're gonna walk forward a little bit here. I don't think this is a battle, but I wanted to save just in case. Even though, according to the rule set, if you lose all your Pokemon, you have to restart.
The whole thing?
Yep.
Damn.
We are Team Rocket. What? We broke up a while ago. Give me a break. We've not broken up. Actually, we did once, but we have come back to pursue Giovanni's ambition. Enough talking. Shut up and just beat it. Thud. Pushes old man. Alright, whatever. I need to go heal my Pokemon. And release this Pidgey. Per rules. Oh well. I didn't even want the Pidgey anyway. I named it Ghastly for a reason. Luke says, I've got to release the Pidgey as a euphemism for having a shit. Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. For the record, I would never say something like that for needing to shit. What? Alright, Pidgey. It's been real. I gotta release you. Goodbye forever.
I felt like it was a sexual euphemism.
Release the Pidgey?
Yeah, that's why I was said, like, where you been? I've been up all night.
Releasing the Pidgey?
Cheating on me? I could be wrong.
Releasing the Pidgey is a euphemism for fucking, is what you're saying?
That's what I'm thinking. Release, you know?
I see.
Release the Kraken is what I'm saying.
So is Pidgey like jizz in this euphemism? I'm confused.
That's where my very small brain was going, yes.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure about that.
Thanks for really hitting me down on that.
Yeah. I was like, so let's draw this out.
No, yeah.
Does this NPC give you anything? Nah. Alright. Whatever this Pokemon is, I get to catch it. Oh, another Hoppip? Another Hoppip.
Pop it.
Bop it. Twist it.
Oh, gosh.
I loved that shit as a kid. Oh, God. I mean, I already have a Hoppip, so not a huge deal. Luke says, I gusted that all night. For fucking? No, dude. No, rejected. No, sir.
I'm into it.
I'm not.
As long as it's not a quick attack, am I right?
That's right. That was better. The quick attack reference was better. Hoppip was caught. Alright, this is my second Hoppip. Give a nickname? I got to.
It isn't bad, though, because a lot of huffing and puffing, you know? Do Pokemon fuck?
So there's a daycare where you make eggs and they breed, and the eggs you hatch Pokemon from the eggs. And like that's how you give certain traits to Pokemon for competitive. So
we don't know if they fuck though. They could
definitely
just do like the Avatar thing where they can they attach their hair to each other.
Is that not fucking? Also,
I
why would you
in,
put
like,
that shitty movie in my brain? I'm offended. That
You
you
know
did
what?
that to me.
Dan, I was with our friend Ian, and I just helped him.
Don't tell me he likes the movie.
Well, yes,
I'm gonna end our friendship.
He
I'm never
threw it
speaking
on.
to him again.
He was already he was already like an hour and a half in. Long fucking movie. God damn. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so that's why I liked it. It was already like an hour and a half in. It was just the battle scene at the end, which is actually still pretty good. Just like strictly the fighting and the special effects. Everything else, shut up for sure. Like the tree sex, the
Yeah.
Ethernet uploading to their hair.
Yeah, it's. I hate that it's like
unobtainium.
yeah,
unobtainium.
unobtainium. Get the fuck
Which
out of here.
actually is real though. That is real.
Is it?
Yeah, unobtainium
Don't lie to
is
me.
real.
Don't lie to me.
I swear to God, look it up. Yeah.
How dare you lie to me so blatantly?
Here I go.
I have.
This is one of those
two-
moments where I'm just gonna ask Siri to say, because I don't know how to spell unobtainium, so I'm just gonna say Siri unobtainium. Siri search unobtainium.
Okay, here we.
What is
Number
going on?
one source, Wikipedia. The number one source.
Wow, Siri messed that up. Actinanium is what it gave me. Thank you, Siri.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
why
it's not helpful.
I don't like using voice shit anymore. Every time I ask, it's like, "Were you looking for this?" It's like, "No, I wasn't, bitch." Like, why? You didn't help at all. Every
I
time.
see.
Yeah, so- Unobtainium is real, but they could have like picked something that didn't sound completely made up for the movie. Like they could have picked anything.
Oh, so it's like a
Yeah.
it's like a
What-
a placeholder for any hypothetical
Hypothetical.
impossible material.
Hypothetical.
I'll see
Hypothetical is
myself
like
out.
no. Hypothetical is like when there's a hypothetical thought in your life.
Oh,
That's the hypothetical.
or you get so hype about thinking about something, it's like, yeah, yeah.
Hypo thought.
So Daniel, I hate to break it to you, but this is like your candy corn, because like I hear that's not a good movie, but I like Avatar. I don't think it was great. It wasn't awesome. It had a terrible, completely unoriginal script, but it was a cool experience.
I guess.
If you think about it, it falls apart. Just don't think about it.
So don't.
Yeah,
think-
just don't think about it. Yeah, just don't think about it. Here's the thing, though. This is where I might have the unpopular opinion here. I'm actually kind of excited for the sequels. Because hear me out, though. Hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
What is James Cameron really good at?
Nothing. Titanic.
Chips sinking.
Yeah, that's right.
Sequels. Terminator 2, better than Terminator 1. Aliens. This is maybe up for debate. Well, it is up for debate. I think Aliens is more fun than Alien. I think he's really good at sequels.
Aliens is like the best sequel of all time.
Yeah, is Aliens the one, or I might be thinking of 3. Is Aliens the one where they're like with military people, and the
Yeah.
military people get murked by the aliens?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
then I'm
won't
thinking
say
of
they
that
fare well. No.
one. Right.
Yeah. they
What's the
definitely
third
don't fare
one?
well.
Oh, the third one is when it's a dog.
I haven't
Third-
seen the third one. I've only seen the first two.
Pretty
And
sure
Alien
third
versus
one was-
Predator.
The
Third
second
one
one
was
is
bad.
really good. I'll give you that. I don't know if it's better than the first, but
It is different.
It's
It's very
good.
different. Yeah.
Like I
But,
like them
like,
both a lot.
It's a great sequel in that it like ratchets everything up a notch.
Yeah.
Like if it's not your type of movie, like that type of horror, then you could definitely make the argument that, you know, the slow burn of the original is better. Okay, so you were saying I'm with this. Cameron's
So yeah,
good at
basically the
sequels.
point is
Yeah.
like he does sequels really well because Aliens not very much like Alien. Terminator 2 definitely not like Terminator 1. They're very different. So I kind of have this like optimism that he's going to do something with it that's not just doing the same thing as he did 10 years ago.
You know, I'm gonna
we-
let you pilot the sequel for me, and you tell me how it goes. That
Here's
way,
what
I
I
don't
wanna
have to
know.
subject myself to it if it's bad.
Like are these like 3D again though?
Yeah, they're 3D and high frame rate.
All right, I might see him. because like Avatar's still the only one that did 3D well. So
It's true. It's totally true.
might be worth seeing again.
3D is such a gimmick, but Avatar is like the only movie where I'm like, it actually added to the movie. It made the world more believable.
Yeah, I would agree there. I'm looking through my
But
Pokemon
that's-
and seeing which one I want here. Sorry.
No, you're
But
fine.
again, to go back to what I was saying, like I saw like the last hour, and I like
Mhm.
if I'd seen the whole thing, I'd been like, oh my god.
It is slow. It's really, really slow. But it's like, you gotta keep in mind, it was like 2009. And I don't think I had seen a movie that looked that spectacular in 2009.
Oh, it still looks good.
It does, yeah.
That is fair. I just, Space Pocahontas doesn't exactly make me feel good about the movie. That's all it is.
Yeah, I feel like the response to that movie would have been way different in nowadays than it was back then. I think it would have been a bigger problem.
Listen, Zoe Saldana got that bread by being in hair and makeup for fucking 4 hours every day. You don't progress.
Jeez.
That, okay?
Could you imagine?
She then launched a whole career out of being.
No, she wasn't. I don't think that was makeup though. I really think that was CGI
on her. Not.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, like, obviously, yeah, it was like motion capture. So yeah. I'm wrong. Like, she actually wasn't in any makeup. But
do you want though? What do you think is a bigger challenge for an actor? Having to act with all that ridiculous makeup on, or having to act in a room with literally nothing in it?
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, like,
chops either way.
I'm sure Dan has, but have you guys ever seen like behind the scenes Lord of the Rings stuff with Andy Serkis and Gollum? Like, that looks hard.
Yeah, it does.
With the fucking little ping pong balls on your face, Like,
yeah. Also, like, having to look at someone with ping pong balls in their face and like be serious about it.
Yeah.
Like, have like an emotional connection to that person.
Yeah.
That's got to be really hard. Because the whole time I'd be thinking that ping pong ball is really funny looking.
Yeah, you gotta like see Gollum. You can't just see Andy Serkis being a weirdo.
Yeah.
Oh, the stats on my Pokemon aren't great. I'm looking at them now. Hasty. That means plus speed and minus defense. That's not good.
I got it working. It is working.
There you go. Are you playing Storm though?
I have to play Soul Silver because looks like Storm Silver is only for Windows.
Wait, no. If you download Storm Silver, the zip, any emulator will just read the zip. Try it.
All right, let me
just see if the worst that happens, it doesn't work. Okay, I don't know what to do about this Hoppip situation. I don't know if I want it on my team right now or not. But also having something to sack on my team doesn't hurt if I need to. Yeah, so I'm going to keep the Hoppip I don't like on my team just in case I need to kill something. I need like a switch in.
It's funny, that's actually the name of the fanfic I'm writing right now, the Hoppip situation.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Hoppip situation.
Gotta get your link again to get Storm.
Alright. I collect Pokemon. Do you have a Gibble? Damn, dude. If I had a Gibble, I would absolutely trade for a Beldum. Some people treat NPC trades in the game as breaking Nuzlocke. I will not. Do I want to take a quiz? Sure.
Why would that be breaking the rules of Nuzlocke?
Because you're like getting a Pokemon that otherwise you would catch on those routes. Like the whole idea... So it depends on like how extreme you want to take it. I am not doing that. Not for my first Nuzlocke. Maybe if I want more of a challenge, I would. But I don't need more of a challenge right now. I just lost a Pokemon to fucking trainer battle.
Like, yeah, I feel that. Oh, wait a second.
Stall ability? Sure.
I have to download Wins. I actually might be able to get the story. I have to download WinZip. I don't know what WinZip is.
That's just a way of unpacking.
Oh yeah, you can keep the zip. Like you use the zip file in the in the emulator, not like the actual emulator file. You can just point the emulator to the zip file. It'll do it for you. All right, I'm gonna get this quiz right this time. Yes. Question 2: Is lac instance required in order to breed a Munchlax? No. Okay, correct. The semi-final question: Is it true that Reversal has a maximum power of 150? Oh fuck. Yes? Fuck. Now I gotta start from scratch. I feel like a true interpretation would be one trade in each city. Yeah, so like some people consider that the rule. Like you get one trade in each, like each city is an encounter, so you can either go fishing in the city if there's a body of water available, or if there's an NPC that's willing to trade you, that would count as the Pokemon you obtain in that city or route or whatever. as opposed to the wild Pokemon. Let me try again. Hold on. Excellent. Let's get started. Sableye, yes. It's yes, no. Is it just yes, no, yes, no? Is it true that reversal has a... Oh wait, fuck. I'm dumb. It's no. Yes, no, no. And we'll figure it out. Alright.
Yeah, so on the page it shows you download this very non-suspicious file name 2sg2ss4105.zip, which is compatible for Mac OS. But there's no download option for it. That says the file is going to be... Oh no, that actually is it still. Okay, that's weird. What the hell is happening?
I could, like, worst case scenario, Dropbox it to you or something. Does Gardevoir have a higher base stat total than Alakazam? I don't know, I'll look it up. PokemonDB.net. Gardevoir, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. 518 Alakazam. Oh, it does. What the fuck? Gardevoir has higher base stat than... That's wild. Learned something new. You completed the quiz. You can now pick a prized Pokemon. Oh, shit! This is cool. This NPC in this ROM hack gives you another starter. From fucking Gen 3. Fuck. Shit like this is kind of broken. I guess I have to count this as my Pokemon I receive in the city, huh? So I can't trade with that guy to get a Beldum. If I pick one. Fuck, dude. So what do I have right now? I have, type coverage is pretty good. I feel like Mudkip or Torchic is the move here. I have a really good fire Pokemon in my box. I'm gonna go with Mudkip, I think. Just because Mudkip is really good type coverage.
I don't want to hear about your box.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't know this was a thing in this game, dude. I guess I'm gonna have to consider this the city Pokemon. I was gonna try to fish or something for another Pokemon. I'm gonna take Mudkip, I guess. See, here's the thing. Water Pokemon are really abundant in the region, and fire Pokemon are really rare. So it might be better to go with Torchic. Fuck.
What if water Pokemon are abundant when you want to get a grass type?
Well, no, water Pokemon are
two?
abundant, meaning like I can easily get one on my team. Versus like...
Oh, I see what you mean, okay.
Fire Pokemon are more rare, therefore like catching one is harder, but I already have my fire starter, and I have a good, or at least decent, fire Pokemon in the PC that I can use in case I lose my fire starter. Fuck, Torchic would be... I don't know, dude. I gotta pick? Fuck, I'm gonna flip a coin. Hold up. Give me a, hold on, I'll go get a quarter.
You can ask Siri to flip a coin, she'll do it.
I love that he didn't have a coin on hand. He has to leave the room. Oh, okay, I was right there.
Alright, quarter it is. Here we go.
I was just talking shit. I thought it was funny you didn't have a quarter on hand. You had to leave the room for it.
I don't have my wallet on me, dude. When do I leave the house?
Hey, I don't know. Just always have a quarter around.
Pennies too poor for me? Yeah, dude, pennies are fucking... Why would I keep pennies? Who keeps pennies? They're useless. Why would I do that? Okay, I'm gonna
really are. It's negative value. It's really dumb that we still have pennies.
Oh, it's literally negative value. Yeah. It's very dumb. Everything should be rounded up to the next nickel. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do heads, Torchic, tails, Mudkip, and I do the flip. The way I flip a coin is by catching it and flipping it on my backhand. So here we go. Alright, Torchic it is. Even though Mudkip's my favorite from that gen. I might regret this. Having a ground water type is really fucking good for electric.
Oh, Mudkip destroys in that game. It's definitely the best one to get. From
Should I stay true to see this? I already did a flip. I already did a coin flip. I can't back down now. Right? Do I need to stay true to the coin flip?
You don't have to do shit.
What? Don't enable me. Don't enable my indecision. Fine. I'll go Mudkip. Oh, my party's too full. I can't even take it right now. You motherfucker.
After all that.
After all that. I'll move the hip-hop out. Fucking... I'm indecisive again.
Now what?
Now what, indeed? Nah, I'm gonna stay true to the coin flip. I'm gonna stay true to the coin flip, Torchic. I'm gonna hold myself to it. Do I want to give Torchic? Obviously. Oh, what's a good name for a bird?
I was gonna say Alfred.
Sure, why not? It is a male, so that's appropriate. Alright, Alfred it is.
And your next one should be Hitchcock.
There you go. My next Torchic that I'm definitely gonna find. I'm gonna move it out of my party for now. I think. Level 15, not bad. Speed boost gentle. What is gentle? Gentle is plus special defense and minus defense. That's a bit not great for a Torchic. Right? Let me look up Blaziken. Now I'm curious.
Blaziken's awesome.
Blaziken. Blaziken is one of the coolest starters ever.
Mm-hmm.
The first firefighting type, and the coolest. The rest are not as cool.
Oh, double kick with Blaziken is my jam.
Just like fuck shit up.
Absolutely, yeah. I remember Blaziken being really good in the Elite Four.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like for Nuzlocke, you really got to play aggressively, and like Blaziken is, I feel like more of an aggressive like attacker than Swampert is, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. So gentle will increase special defense and decrease defense. That's kind of annoying. Oh well. Let me move you. Whoops. Let me move you in here for now. And keep this Pokemon in case I need a sack. Cough, cough. Or should I just start trading it? No, I don't want to start training it up yet. Alright. Well, that's our one Pokemon for Violet City.
So what's this rule?
So Nuzlocke is you can only obtain one Pokemon in each area. So it's not just catching necessarily, but, you know, any Pokemon you might obtain. Period. So I'm in the city. That was my one Pokemon for this city.
Oh, I misunderstood the rules. So when you say you go to an area, you have to collect the first. You have to the first Pokemon you see. You have to catch and use. You then can't catch any more Pokemon besides that one.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, I misunderstood.
What'd you think it was?
I thought like you had to catch that first one, but you could then just catch others. But you don't have to catch them if you don't want to. But you have to catch the first one.
Oh no, it's just
kind of thinking like that's an odd rule. Like,
the first one is the only one.
Yeah, I see the challenge in that now.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, to say the least. I'm gonna go into Slowpoke Cave here. I don't know what Pokemon to lead with against Team Rocket. I might want to stock up on healing items here.
This emulator for Soul Silver is so janky.
Oh no.
My character is literally a white box moving around the screen with the glitches around it.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's
that
not.
is not good.
But if I like walk in a building, walk back out, then it returns to normal again.
Okay, good.
That's funny.
Alright, I'm gonna buy some antidotes. Buy some super potions. Oh shit. Can only afford 2 more? Well, fuck it. Give them here. Nope. Alright. We're doing it. I missed your comment about Bill the Bird, Luke, but I'll give you naming rights on the next one. Nothing's going on. It's unsafe there, so I'm going to stand and make sure people don't wander in. Am I not a good Samaritan? I forgot. You gotta talk to the guy who... Fuck off, Hiker Anthony. I'm not picking up the phone. This is not where he is.
Who?
All the slowpoke have disappeared from the town. The people call you in this game, like the NPCs. They'll be like, give me your phone number, and I accidentally hit yes. And they'll just like call you randomly to talk to you about stupid shit. It's a really dumb mechanic.
Right now.
Some of them will give you things or offer you a rematch, and they'll be like leveled up and stuff, and that's cool. But a lot of them just like, even the ones that give you shit will just call you and be like, hey, it's like Bug Catcher Wade or whatever, and it'll be like, hey, I like leveled up my Weedle. It was super cool. Okay, bye. It's like, dude, fuck off.
That's where Cyberpunk got the inspiration from. It makes sense.
That's right.
I was about to say that everyone's complaining about that in Cyberpunk, right? Like people just call you all the time, like, "Hey, got a job for you, V."
Yeah, I've been playing it, and it's not so annoying when it's missions, but you'll get one where it's like, "Hey V, do you want to buy this car?" It's like, "No, I've never bought a car from anyone in this game. I don't want to buy a car. Stop selling me cars."
How are you liking it so far?
I'm on PS5, so I'm not really experiencing a lot of the really bad stuff. Just some crashes occasionally. So like technically it's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Actually, it is terrible, but it's bearable. But overall, the game itself is fantastic. I just beat it last night. It's really a really good RPG, I think.
Good writing.
And it's a shame it's gotten marred by all this, technical hoopla. Yeah, the writing is really good. In the end, I really did feel like my decisions mattered. I kind of feel like I got an ending that was pretty specific to how I played the game.
All right, well, that's good. I mean, that's what RPG should do, right? I've been reading about it a lot. I'm definitely going to buy it. I guess I'm just, like, waiting for another patch or two. I'm going to play it on the PC, so I'm probably okay to go as is, but I don't know. I got a lot of to play right now, honestly.
Well, PC can also be a mixed bag, because, like, it might work with someone's configuration, but not yours.
Right.
And it's hard to know. I think it's worth waiting for the patches, but, like, if you're fine with crashes occasionally, I think it's fine to play, but it's going to crash a lot.
I'm not fine with crashes, because I just, I was, like, trying to play, like, Assassin's Creed and, like, some other Ubisoft games, like, the other week, and they just kept crashing, so I'm, like, psychologically scarred. So...
Yeah, it built this habit of quick saving every time I, like, exited a building. Like, oh, I just finished something cool? Alright, cool. Quick save. I don't want to do that again.
But you know what? The Witcher 3 also came out super duper buggy. Like, it took a while for that one to be okay.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just like, the gaming industry is not much for patience. It just would have been better, I wonder, if they just been like, hey, like, how about early access? You know? Like, was it too big of a game to make it early access? I guess. Mm-hmm. But, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it was them being deceptive with, like, you can't use your own footage, and we're not going to give you codes for this really awful, like, base console version. I think that's kind of set people off, and I think everything else has just been dogpiling.
That's fair. Yeah, that's very fair.
It's the internet, after all. That tends to happen.
Because it is deceptive, I suppose. But to their credit, they offered the full refund yesterday, right? I mean, they should have shipped it anyway, as it was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think the right move in, like, the grand scheme would have been just delaying it again, but hindsight's 2020. So it's like it's easier to say that now. But, like, yeah, some people are upset about the refund, and I'm like, and now they're offering refunds, like, you have to do that. I'm like, what did you want them to do? Like, they could have just said, fuck you guys, you bought it.
Some like transparency on how it was gonna ship buggy as fuck might have been good. Like, hey, you can play it, but
Yeah.
we're working on a patch and it's buggy as shit, so play at your own risk.
You know, the amount of attention on this game, it would have been really, really hard for it to have a clean launch.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
To Luke's point in the chat, he said gamers can be real toxic about stuff. Yeah, Holden and I were talking about this thing that he sent me where like people, it was like these like health, I don't know if they were like gaming specific health advocates or like gaming specific health advocates or not.
Oh, the whole epileptic thing?
Yeah, the woman had tweeted about the epileptic stuff, and then like people were sending that woman like videos that would trigger her epilepsy. Like,
Like, there's like, how low of a person do you have to be like, oh, you try to help other people? Well, fuck you. I'm gonna screw with your mental health issues.
and she didn't even shit on the game. She just said like,
She
hey,
didn't,
watch
yeah.
out if you have if you have epilepsy, don't do it.
Yeah, it was Liana Rupert. She's a journalist at Game Informer, and I watched her commentary. She was really positive about the game.
Yeah, like she's
really
not even
positive.
shitting on it, and they do that. Imagine if she
Yeah.
had like shot all over it. It's
Oh yeah,
insane.
like the GameSpot review, like everyone's shitting all over her.
Of course.
Review, I thought it was pretty fair, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
Of course, now I'm trying to remember something I read while I was high. But I feel like I had the general feel that I agreed with it and that it was fair.
There was only one criticism in that review that I thought was strange. But like everything else, it's like, that's your opinion. If you didn't think the world was engaging, that's your opinion.
Oh, is that what she said? That it like, because I've seen that other places too. People saying like, oh, the immersiveness is kind of like worn thin, and like some of the, you know, like texture repeating on NPCs. Like, honestly, I don't really have a problem with stuff like that. Some games are just better at hiding it than others, and it seems like, you know, the way they ship Cyberpunk, it's a little more noticeable than other games. I'm sure that's something that can easily be patched out too in the future. Like, just picking up the NPC assets a little bit. I don't know if that's what you're saying.
So yeah, no, yeah, she talked about that, and I think that's a fair criticism. Like, it didn't bother me in the game, but that doesn't mean that like she can't have that opinion. And she also made a good point too. But, like, the crafting in the game is, I honestly don't understand it. Like, I don't really get what I was doing with the crafting, so I just ignored it. And it sounds like she kind of was in the same place. The one criticism I thought was strange was, I think it was actually the other guy in the review said this, but he was saying that I don't want to spoil anything, but like there's an urgency to the main storyline that makes it feel weird to do side quests.
Okay, Luke,
you get
to name the Zubat. What do I name it? Go for it. Type something.
A lot of RPGs are like that, though, right?
Exactly. Like, I was thinking about like even like a lot of just games in general like that, like open world games especially when it's open ended. Like Breath of the Wild. The whole thing is Zelda is in the castle fighting Ganon for the past 100 years.
Yeah.
And now you're just gonna, you know, cook some food and collect Korok seeds and run around. It's like, dude, Zelda's in that castle. Like, you gotta go, you know, help her beat Ganon.
Like, dude, stop digging around.
I don't know how much longer I can hold him off. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me make 3 more spicy meals, please.
And I want to see what's up at the top of the hill. So, like, you just keep doing your thing, Zelda. I'll be there sometime.
Yeah.
I'll be there in 50 hours. Don't worry.
No, seriously. Very true. You know what, though? Like, to your point about the crafting system, like, crafting sucked in Witcher 3, too. It was, like, absolutely essential, but it was, like, super confusing.
Yeah.
How does it compare? I've not played a game by these people. How does it compare to the crafting in like Skyrim or something? Or Zelda or whatever?
I haven't played The Witcher 3. Well, not extensively enough to like know the crafting mechanics of it, so I don't know.
Well, in this or in fucking
I guess it's I guess crafting interfaces are kind of like hard to describe and like articulate, right? Let me just put it this way: it's not intuitive, and like I found myself many times. Maybe it's the same for Cyberpunk. Just like opening up the menu, opening up the wrong thing, going back. Like, wait, how do I do that again? Oh, I need that. You know, like it's kind of hard to put a finger on it, but it definitely did not lend itself well towards comprehension.
Yeah. like even games built around, I don't know, personally I just don't like crafting mechanics in games to begin with. But like, for example, I can forgive it in No Man's Sky because No Man's Sky is basically about crafting. Like that's the main thing you're doing in the game, is a crafting materials. So, like they have systems around it and it works better. But I think so many games try to shoehorn it in because Minecraft made it popular.
Right. I like the simple shit like Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing. Just tell me what I need. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And like Zelda, it's like, okay, all right, I know I need to cook this food to heal, and it's very straightforward. It's not like in Cyberpunk. This isn't a spoiler for anything, but it's like you're gonna craft a gun, but I just found a really good gun. Why would I craft one at this point? Like it just doesn't make any sense.
That does sound a lot like Skyrim though, where you can craft weapons, but like you just get them, so you don't really need like. And then crafting in Skyrim is also its own little skill tree, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Luke brought up I think it's Luke. Felici.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. Yeah, Luke brings up a good thing. Along those Zelda lines, I don't get the point of the New Age of Calamity game. Are you supposed to go in and fight a war that you lose? Yeah. I haven't played it. Because I don't like that kind of what is it? Dynasty Warrior style of game. It's just not my thing. Nothing against the franchise.
I would have loved this to have been the first Pokemon to encounter in this area.
Sluck off.
I could have evolved it into a Slacking. Damn it. Oh well.
Oh, I like this guy.
My brother beat Age of Calamity. Can I spoil what happens? Because it's such bullshit.
Sure.
It's such complete bullshit.
I heard there was, you're about to say, obviously, but some time travel shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
Luke, is it okay if I ruin it? Can I just tell you why it's a load of bullshit? In my opinion, at least, it's a load of bullshit. Of course, I haven't played the game. I'm basing this off what people have told me, but I feel like I know enough to know it's bullshit.
Oh, we're experts.
Obviously.
Exactly. This is the internet. We can just know two things about something and completely dogpile on it. So they pitch the game as a prequel and like, oh, go back and find out what happened in the war. But it starts off with time travel. You like this Guardian thing goes back in time and it creates a new timeline where you actually beat Ganon. So it really has nothing to do with Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
It's really terrible. Like that's awful. They totally mismarketed it.
Wow. It's not a prequel. It like barely is. Not really though.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I guess Zelda has played with the timeline mechanic before, but like in the context of a mainline game, this is like trying to tell the fans, no, you want to play this. There's cool lore things in here for you. Psych. There's not.
Yeah. That's a way to like basically say the lore in here is not canon.
Yeah.
Except for this one universe that this little game will exist in now.
It'd be like saying, oh, we're going to make a new take on the Star Wars prequels. It's going to give you a deeper look at the lore of how Anakin became Darth Vader. But it's like a new version where he didn't become Darth Vader and he became like a really good Jedi.
Yeah. It's like, okay, that's a fun thought experiment, but it really doesn't fit into the rest of the fucking franchise. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
So we can forget about Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to. Oh, you motherfucker.
The prequels, I don't know. The prequels aren't that bad. I don't know. I grew up with them, though. I was 6 when the first one came out, so like I think I have a different attachment to them.
You know what? The prequels look a lot better now after what we just endured last year.
Yeah. Rise of Skywalker. Oh, gosh. That was such an interesting transition, though, because it went from, like, Force Awakens, which everyone was like, oh, cool. Like, that was, like, a fun Star Wars movie. I can't wait to see what they do with this trilogy now. And then Last Jedi was extremely divisive, and then Disney didn't know how to respond to that, so they're just like, we'll just throw this bullshit out there called Rise of Skywalker and hope you guys like it. And it was awful.
I know people who love the Rise of Skywalker and hate The Last Jedi, which I am the opposite. I thought The Last Jedi was so fucking good. Like,
okay, thank you. I thought so too.
So
I really
good.
liked Last Jedi.
People are like, Luke just like dies and disappears, is lame. It's like, that's the most badass way to die ever. He's like force projecting himself across the galaxy. Like,
yeah,
get the fuck out of here. That's super fucking cool.
You mean that he's looking up at the fucking triple moons, you know, the sweeping orchestral score.
Yeah,
I know. It's so good.
And not even that, like, then was Obi-Wan Kenobi's death in A New Hope dumb? Because Darth Vader didn't kill him. He succumbed to the Force. That's what happened.
He did the exact same shit.
no one actually knows what they like about Star Wars.
So here's my thing about Last Jedi. I saw that I had Movie Pass, like I could see anything I wanted, but like I saw it 5 times in theaters because I loved it so much. There's so many great moments in it.
Which one?
But like, Last Jedi.
Oh, it's so good. I didn't see it that much.
I think I said Rise of Skywalker by accident. I definitely didn't see Rise of Skywalker.
Like this guy.
I saw that once and hated my life.
Yeah.
I saw it twice, just the second time to be like, okay, did I really hate that as much as I think I did? And then yeah, I did. I hated it more the second time.
It's
Last Jedi was really cool because when Force Awakens came out, I'm like, okay, that was good, but you can't just make retro movies over and over again.
right.
That's gonna get stale really fast. And when I left Last Jedi with like Rey's parents being nobody, with this whole kind of idea that you don't have to be attached to the family lineage in Star Wars to be a Jedi, I'm like, oh, Star Wars can be anything. And I was really excited about the future of Star Wars.
And then they flipped that 180 degrees.
Yeah, because now she's Palpatine's granddaughter. I'm like, that's the dumbest fucking thing. But then she just randomly decides that she's a Jedi or a Skywalker at the end of the movie. Like it was so dumb.
Also, the way that they get to the Sith planet is the stupidest shit in the world. It's like, oh, it's a dagger that lines up with this thing that'll happen in the future that you don't know about yet, and you just gotta hold it up just right, and then that tells you how to get there, and you go through a wormhole.
Laziest writing possible.
It's so bad. It was so bad.
The Infinity Stone brings us to the map of the gauntlet, and like
it felt like they did like a Dungeons and Dragons like thing on their own of Star Wars, and they had a terrible like dungeon master who's just like and he's like explaining some bullshit about it, and they just like, all right, cool, write all that down, that impromptu thing we did together, and now we're gonna go ahead and make the movie perfect.
It's really
wild. No one's
to,
mad.
It's wild to look back at it because, like, I think it's the only movie, Rise of Skywalker, I mean, that was like created in response and trying to like whitewash. It's prequel. You know,
yeah, it was literally it was like being antithetical to everything that came before. Like,
it was incredibly reactionary. Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you could have, and also, I mean, that's kind of what happens when you just let J.J. Abrams do whatever the fuck he wants for a story ending.
Abrams was kind of like he got home from like the meeting with Kathleen Kennedy, finding out he was going to direct it, and he's just like telling his wife like, "Oh shit, I feel like my career's over because there's no way that I can do this justice." And then he just flopped all over it because it's so obvious he had no plan going into that movie.
Yeah.
There's no way he left the meeting with Kathleen Kennedy, finding out he's going to write and direct it, going, oh, I got solid ideas for this. I can't wait to do it.
If there's a book, I want to read it, you know? Like,
sure.
Like, I never read those, like, Hollywood insider book, you know, or behind the scenes, but, like, I will devour any long-form Vulture article, you know, or whatever. Because, like, I'm just so curious, like, okay, so what we know about Last Jedi is that it was, like, controversial online, right? But did we not then find out, like, a week afterwards, you know, that it got review bombed, that it was all, like, it was, like, 50% Russian hacker sites, you know?
Right.
Like, it was, like, troll farms, like, review bombing it. So, like, I understand people's criticisms of the movie and that people are scared of change, but, again, you know, like, I'm not so sure if you know what you liked about Star Wars in the first place. If you didn't like Last Jedi.
I feel like a lot of the complaints I've heard about it, I feel like if, like for example, the whole like, oh, Snoke died, you know, he was supposed to be this big bad guy. I'm like, I feel like if they kept him around and he just turned into the new Emperor, you would just be complaining that he was the new Emperor.
Oh my god, you had to kill Snoke. He looked
exactly, yeah.
horrible.
Also, his throne room, is literally all red. He's a red herring.
Oh wow!
Like that was that was
That's
the point.
I hate you for pointing that out. That's a good
They want
point,
you
though.
to think that he's like this big bad guy, and he's not. Kylo Ren was the big bad guy. That was a great move. It made Kylo Ren's character so much more interesting.
100%.
JJ stuck us with Snoke in the first place. Snoke never made any sense,
Right.
and they cleaned up who Snoke was. It was like, all right, like Snoke's fucking stupid. Kill him off. But then
and then they make it later. Snoke, he's just a clone. He was look at all these clones.
Exactly. Like,
like,
no. You know, Snoke was a clone. He wasn't fully cooked yet.
He wasn't really good
What?
yet.
He came out of the womb too quick. What the fuck, dude?
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Like, now that we're talking about it, we could talk about this the whole rest of the time, I feel like. but like what you guys were saying before, like, like we have to find the dagger, because the dagger was held by the one assassin who, like,
Right.
whatever the robot assassin's guy name was. Well, we downloaded his secret language into C-3PO's database. We gotta wipe him. Oh, we killed C-3PO. Oh, no, we didn't. What?
Yeah. Oh no! Also, we killed Chewie. No, we didn't. Right?
Unbelievable.
That
I gasped.
C-3PO scene was so bad. The whole like, oh, just one last look at all my friends. I'm like, when have you guys had a scene together? Like even a single scene where there's an obvious bond.
You don't know half these motherfuckers, 3PO.
Yeah. And they all hate you. They all talk shit about you.
No
They're
one
not
likes
your friends.
Yes. Oh man. Like, here's the thing. Those two moments, if they had been allowed to be the moments, you know, that they were meant to be, would they have redeemed the movie for me? No, but I would have felt something. Like, at the very least, I would have felt something. And it would have been so interesting if, like, you know, like, finally we have Rey trying to reckon with her powers instead of her just, like, continually doing the right thing and being the answer and balancing of the Force and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But no,
still...
it's perfect.
Right.
They still tried, they still try to be like, oh, but there's this dark side to her. I'm like, no, there's not. There's 100%. There's no way this movie's going to end with Rey turning to the dark side. So just there's no suspense in that at all.
Yeah,
Just exhausted.
like they even
prequel.
the fact that they
Still
gave
bad.
her. Wait, so have you guys seen? There's a leaked script for the third movie where it was like I forget the name of the guy who was originally going to do it, but it's his script.
Duel of Fates,
Yeah,
which is a great name.
Duel of
I like
Fates.
that
It's a
name
fantastic name.
What's the gist of that?
It was like it was like opening scene. Opening scene. Rey is training. Her staff is now a lightsaber that has two lightsabers come out the sides because, God forbid, she used the weapon she's familiar with and not a new one that she's unfamiliar with. Right. First point. Just an excellent point. Like you can't give her a sword. She doesn't know how to fight with a sword. She knows how to fight with a staff. If she has a staff that's a lightsaber, that makes more sense.
No, but it shows growth.
Oh, and also
Fucking
growth.
she makes her own lightsaber like every Jedi does. So she goes and finds the fucking crystal, but they don't say that. That's like off screen, and she just starts with the lightsaber. But part of the lore is she went and made it. She went and got the crystal and put that shit in there, whatever the fuck.
Just don't rock the boat too much. You might piss off some Star Wars fans.
I know. It's
Star Wars stream.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway. I'm gonna go heal before. I think I have one.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed Cyberpunk. I'm looking forward to playing it myself.
Yeah,
What background did you do?
I did Nomad, which I'm hearing was not the best one to start with.
I'm thinking Corpo. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard Corpo is the best one, but the way mine ended felt, and it might be coincidence. I don't know. But it felt like mine ended pretty well because I chose the Nomad. Like the Nomad one, at least for the way mine ended, maybe it tied in
You
well
finished the
because
game
I chose
already?
that background. What was that?
You finished it already?
Yeah, I finished it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for this game, this game Breath of the Wild, those are like the two games where I've taken time off specifically just to play this for like several days straight because I was just so excited for it.
That's great.
You should have streamed it.
How long would you say the main quest is?
Honestly, I have no idea. It was about 45 hours to beat the whole game, but I did so much side content. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you how long the main quest was.
One more question.
Yeah. You can ask as many questions you want. I love talking Cyberpunk. It's great.
Okay, great. What kind of play style did you end up gravitating towards?
So I ended up going hacking a bunch of stuff, and then I just kind of used a pistol for all my combat.
Mm-hmm.
But then my pistol ended up getting really overpowered, so I could just like walk into a room and headshot everyone in one hit, and then that was basically
sounds like
it.
my Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough.
Nice.
But the hacking I thought was actually really fun. People are complaining about hacking in the game and how it's boring. You just look at menus. I'm like, it's basically spells. So you just can target an enemy and then like do a hack or quote unquote spell on them, and it works the same way. And it was really cool. Like one thing I would do a lot is I found a hack where you can cripple their movement. It's called, I think it's literally called cripple movement, and it just stops them from moving, so you can just wail on bosses and stuff.
Hey, that sounds
like you
good.
can kind of string things together cleverly like that. Like when you're sneaking as well, and kind of being more stealthy, you can stop someone from moving. So if you want to get around them quickly, or I had one where I could reset their optics so that they can't see me at all. Like there's some really cool stuff you can do with the hacking.
What's the basis, like the logic behind it? It's just like they're all like Wi-Fi or wirelessly enabled, so you can hack them remotely, kind of thing.
Yeah, they're all like, everything can be hacked remotely, but then you have a set amount of RAM. That's like your magic meter, is how much RAM you have.
Oh, weird.
How many of these things you can run at once.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Everything is built into the lore really, really well.
Okay. Oh, this is like the worst nature Zubat I could possibly have caught. It's quiet, which increases special attack and decreases speed. Fuck. Oh well.
And definitely explore the side quests, because the side quests are so good.
Oh, side quests are like some of my favorite thing about games.
Yeah.
That's like, I always do them. That's like one of my barometers for a game. Like, well, one of them is world building, and that's why I love Horizon Zero Dawn. Is the world building is amazing.
Ugh, so good.
It's so good. But Holden didn't like it because of the combat, and the combat's pretty shitty. I'll give you that. It's not great.
Yeah, I just.
Well, it gets repetitive. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, it's really repetitive. But it's not so much that. It's, how do I put it? I felt like the robots or whatever they were would just attack me so fast from every direction that I couldn't possibly respond. And they did so much damage.
They fuck you up.
That they fuck you up, and it really, I don't know, it really hurt like my enjoyment of the game. And it's not like I don't like hard games. I love hard games. Like Sekiro is one of my favorite games, and that's a very fast-paced, difficult game.
One of my favorite games as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the only game I've platinumed because I just had to do everything. That game is amazing.
Have you been doing the boss rushes, the gauntlets?
I have, but they are so hard because I took a break from it and jumped into it, and man, it's hard.
I only beat the first one, the easiest one.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I did. I had to fight against the inner version of Genichiro in the second one, and I couldn't do it. I'm like, all right, I'll come back at some point because I really want to do that. But holy shit, is it hard?
Yeah, the inner version is a lot harder, as you noticed, than the original version.
Absolutely, yeah. But I want a sequel to that game more than Bloodborne now.
Oh my god!
Down.
How about DLC? I mean, I guess that's the closest we'll get with it. Damn, now you're making me feel like I should stream the boss rush again, because I just want to get my fucking head kicked in on air. That's a really fun thing. Like it's happening to Dan earlier in the stream when he lost.
I did lose a Pokemon. Okay. Why'd you have to remind me about that?
You know, I mean, like, we are still streaming here. Gotta do a little callback here.
That's right.
Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited for Elden Ring?
I mean, I don't even understand what it is, but I think I'm excited.
Wait, I don't even know.
It's a From Software game. That's all I need to know.
What are you talking about? I don't even know.
George R. R. Martin and From Software. I guess I'm excited.
Oh, wait, George R. R. Martin's doing a video game?
Seen a pre-rendered trailer a year ago. So
that's why the 6th Game of Thrones books hasn't come out yet, or Game of Thrones book, because
there's so many reasons for that. That book hasn't come out because George R. R. Martin's a piece of shit. That's why that book hasn't come out.
It hasn't come out because he doesn't know what to do.
Eating his Doritos, like, god damn it! Please, sir, lock yourself in a room and finish the goddamn book. He's too into like all these other fucking series that he's writing. Is why. Anyway.
Writing fucking lengthy blog posts. I check every 2 weeks. I do a Google News search every 2 weeks, I'd say. Yeah, when's the winter? How's it coming?
Come on, fucker.
and every week, every 2 weeks, there's some like clickbaity articles like, latest George R. R. Martin blog post drops hint. Like, it drops
There's always some sort of like fucking like rumor mongering that's like, look at this cryptic way that he's hinting at the book coming out. It's like,
but other times it's not even cryptic. It's like the headline is like, George R. R. blew, all caps, blew past deadline, saying we could lock him on desert island after this date or something. It's like, all right, what does this do for me? This article, nothing.
If you remove all the vowels from the blog post, put it into a hexadecimal decryptor.
It says spring 2020.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I remember I did that when I finished the 5th book. When I finished, what is it, Dance of Dragons or whatever. I forget the preposition. Dance with dragons, dance of dragons, whatever. Anyway,
The Dance of
Dragons.
yeah, I finished the book and I was like, oh god, it's got to come out soon because the book, the show, you know, the show's passing him up right now, and he's got to put out content. Lo and behold.
Do you think that's really the ending George R. Martin wanted to do?
Oh, I think if that were the ending, I think they got to that ending super cheaply and
I
rushed.
do think it's the broad strokes. Like I do probably think he intended Bran, but it's just gonna like make more sense how it gets there.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, you don't? Yeah, I think the explanation would be deeper than Bran has the best story.
Right. Or Daenerys just like looks at the castle and now she's got the Nazi rage and she's gonna do the genocide. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck,
Like-
dude? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Jamie and Cersei won't be killed by a pile of bricks.
Right. Yeah, that whole Valankar, my brother kills me thing will be more interesting probably. He might literally go kill her. Which
Well, he
they
said
could have
that-
done that.
Here's where the Daenerys thing could have gotten interesting, because I can buy into this idea that she goes crazy, but not in the way they did it. Like, if they had
Right.
done 3 more seasons like they were predicting, I think it'd been really cool if they get to oh my god, why am I Westeros? Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot the name of the place. It's like forgetting it's Hogwarts. She gets to Westeros, but she doesn't know anyone there, so she's constantly afraid that people are going to try to backstab her because she doesn't know the different factions and families and the political dynamics that exist there.
Right.
And I feel like how like that kind of paranoia of like feeling alone and how Jon Snow knows all these people, I can see her going crazy. I can see that happening over the course of several seasons.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Not of course for several seasons.
they just wanted to rush it. We all know the answer. They just fucking rush that shit. Sadie points out all the time, one of the things, and I now point it out all the time, is Cersei blows up the Sept of Baelor and an entire, like, house of people with 0 repercussions. Like, the religious people don't freak out, the people from that region don't freak out, literally 0 repercussions. And you're like, okay, cool, I guess we can just, like, blow up an entire house of people now, whereas before, if you even think about killing one person, there were repercussions.
I didn't even think about that, but you're right. It's like really obvious now that you point it out.
It's like, God forbid, like,
That was a great scene, though.
It was a good scene.
it's a fantastic scene. I would, and then on top of it, like, you expect like the religious fanatics, what are the sparrows,
Yeah.
to be like up in arms, like literally up in arms. And
By the way,
nope.
pretty confusing that the sparrows, you know, the religious cult is the sparrows, Varys has the little birds. What's going on here? You know, come on. Why do we do this?
That's the thing about season 8, though, is that there weren't even good scenes. Like, the scenes
No.
themselves were pretty illogical.
There's some like badass moments, like you're saying. I don't think the blowing up of the Sept is season 8. That might be 7, but
That was like 6. It was like the end
Yeah, I
of
think it was
6.
season 6,
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing. As soon as they started veering off of a book stuff, it started getting a little weird, and it just got weirder and weirder.
Season 6, if I remember correctly, is when they pretty much ran out of book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was, that was kind of the
Well,
delineating
isn't
point.
the finale of season 6 called The Winds of Winter?
I think so.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. And my biggest like pet peeve with season 8 is the scene where Bran becomes king. And it's not specifically because Bran becomes king, it's like how it happens. Like this whole idea that
Because you don't
That-
want the throne, you should have it, is nonsense.
yeah, it's nonsense, but also like how it happens. Tyrion is on trial basically for treason. And then the guy who's on trial for treason says, "Hey, we should all vote on a king right now because, you know, I am on trial for treason against the queen."
Yeah. I literally helped to kill her, and now I'm in prison.
And everyone's like, "Yeah, this is a great idea. Thanks, Tyrion. Let's do this." It just doesn't make any sense.
Also, the fact that like Sansa's just gonna be independent North doing her own thing.
Yes. And who was it on the Greyjoy? What's her name?
Yeah, that
Yara?
it's now Sadie's chiming in. She's like, the Iron Islands and Dorne don't get to split off, but the North does.
Yeah, and that was her whole thing, right? Didn't she want to split off?
Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah. They wanted to make the Iron Islands their own thing again. Same with Dorne.
That's just so lame. That's some like.
Well, it would make sense for the
some
Dornish
serious
to be under a
corruption.
Targaryen,
Like, oh,
but
because
not
your
the...
brother is king, you get to make it happen.
Yeah, the Dornish were exactly. The Dornish were like very pro Targaryen and anti anyone the fuck else ruling them.
Yeah, it was terrible, but no, it was good though because Arya got to go on a boat.
Yeah, that was
There's,
weird.
like, I feel like the ultimate indictment of like that last season of Game of Thrones is like it came out like what last year, right? Do
Yeah.
you see like anyone being like, "Oh man, just did a rewatch"? You know, like no one is rewatching Game of Thrones because
hell no.
everyone is upset and unsatisfied with how it ended.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
One of the most culturally relevant shows of our time, and no one has, or a lot of people don't have any desire to see it again.
Right.
Yeah, especially because I don't even think I would want to go back and rewatch it because every time I get to like season 4 and season 4 is really good, but the whole time you're thinking, yeah, but this is going to end really terribly.
Right.
Like it's just not worth it. It's
Yeah.
just not.
You could definitely, pick out the couple episodes. It's always like the 9th episode, right? That's like the set piece episode every season.
Yeah.
Like Watchers on the Wall or Hard Home or, Siege of King's Landing.
Was that the episode where the Starbucks cup made an appearance?
Well, yeah, that too.
Oh my gosh.
God.
So
Hold
the
on,
best
BRB.
riff on the Starbucks cup. Have you guys seen Mr. Robot before?
Love Mr. Robot. Yeah.
So in the final season, Sam Esmail, the creator, he put a Starbucks cup in frame, tilted it with his name Sam written on it. And
That's
if you're
so
looking at this,
funny.
you can see it. It's amazing.
I didn't even pick up on that. That's great.
Yeah, it was in like Dom's apartment or something like that.
That last twist, phew,
Oh yeah.
like that got me pretty good. I was like, no way this show still has one more thing up its sleeve. It sure did.
It did. It was a big thing too.
Which twist?
Mr. Robot, how it ended.
Oh, I haven't seen. I need to watch that. I haven't seen. I saw like season 1 and 2. I've definitely seen 1.
Fantastic show.
It's really good. Yeah, it ends. It ends perfectly. I think it really does end perfectly.
Mhm.
I saw up to. We're just gonna spoil all the things. I saw up to when he realizes that the guy is in his head. Which is season 1, I think.
Okay. It's like hardly even. I
Right.
feel like people see the first episode and you could just be like, something's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think I've introduced anyone to the show, and they didn't come back to me within at least the first few episodes and go, "They're the same person, right? Like this is a Fight Club thing."
Yeah,
right?
it's a Fight Club thing. Yeah.
And yet it is so much more, which is
It is, yeah.
very much to its credit. Yeah.
don't
I
even
honestly
remember-
feel like it's a shame that show wasn't more popular. I think season 2 is a big reason for it because season 2 is very confusing for a lot of people.
Yep, it
But-
dragged season 2 for sure. But even like a show as good as it was, as that was, like even kind of like a show that was dragging ass, it's still better than most.
Yeah.
Also, it had Joey Badass. Come on,
Oh yeah.
the rapper.
So here's the thing about season 2 though. Season 2, I almost stopped watching during season 2 as well because I'm like, none of this has anything to do with the main plot. What's happening here? But once you know how it ends and you go back and watch season 2 with that kind of new added context, season 2 is way different. It has a totally different feel to it.
I can see that.
I don't want to say any reason why because I'm assuming most people listening to this have not seen the show because most people in general have not seen the show.
Yeah.
But it is worth
see
it.
it.
It's a you know how like shows will be like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. They're just like treading water. Definitely was clear because I've rewatched it since it ended. Definitely was clear they knew exactly what they were doing the entire time. But it just might not seem obvious because the show kind of fucks with you.
Yeah, that's a great point. People should go see it before, whenever the fucking James Bond movie comes out. Because Rami Malek is the new James Bond villain.
What the
So-
fuck?
I'm
really?
excited for that. Yeah. I think he can do a great
Introduction.
job with that.
Oh, I think he's gonna be great, Buck.
Yeah.
What if he says hello, friend?
Yeah, I can't. It's gonna be tough though because I can't see Rami Malek now and not think of Elliot Alderson. I just can't. I can't do it.
Wait, I feel like I cut you off though, and I wanted to keep hearing your reasoning. So, what else don't you like about Horizon Zero Dawn's combat? Like the robots are just all over your dick, basically.
Yeah, that's largely what it is. And like even so, like all right, I'm not good at like first person shooter like twin stick stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just
Like,
got
I
poisoned
can-
again. Sorry. I'm like, I'm fucking struggling over here. I'm struggle busting on this battle.
No, you're good.
But you're
So
good
I'm
at
just not good at-
Sekiro, so.
I'm good at Sekiro, yeah. Like, so it's not like I'm bad at games, but like when I have to like do fine tune like precise aiming sticks, I'm just not good at that. And you combine that with how fast the enemies move, even when you're slowing down time to hit this tiny little canister on their back, and it just got annoying. It's one of the only games I have set to story mode just because I wanted to see what happened, but I just didn't want to put up with the gameplay.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. That
Wait, what do you mean set to story mode? I don't even know what that means.
So there's a story mode where like there's like easy, medium, hard, or easy, normal, hard, whatever it is, and there's actually a story difficulty as well, where the combat is basically a joke.
Oh, okay.
And if you have eyes and hands, you can get through it.
Okay. Okay, got it. I didn't know that was a thing.
It's an important thing. So
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think like for a game like The Last of Us, for example, like Last of Us Part 2 especially, that game is actually kind of hard, but the story is really good. So if you're not good at combat, you should put that game in story mode so you can experience the story of it.
Gotcha. That's a good point. I never knew that was a thing. Huh.
No, I mean, I definitely can agree that like combat and oh no, damn.
I might lose my. Yep.
Oh no, Mr. Peanut.
Peanut.
It did self-destruct. God damn
Roasted.
it. That move has a base power of 200. Fuck.
They do place a lot of importance on Horizon Zero Dawn and like shooting off the components. I will say, like it's just like all about that.
Yeah.
So if you don't focus on that, then yeah, you'll definitely get stomped.
I'm still looking forward to the next one though.
Oh, me too. I like talking about it reminds me that I still need to do the Frozen Wilds DLC.
I'm in the middle of it right now. It's so good.
Yeah. All right. I did 99% completion on the main game and then like stepped away, kind of like cooling down. For sure, gonna go back to it. How far into the DLC are you? Yeah.
I'm like probably halfway through. It's really good.
Right. You just said that. Okay.
It's so good. I mean, it does what the rest of the game does really well. It just adds a little like I mean, the great thing about that game is you could tell, into the Banuk, you can tell that there was a like anthropologist or like someone who was like a culture historian nerd type of person on the team, because like there's so many little touches to that game that I mean, some of it is like obvious references to like pretty direct references to historical figures. Like the Karja are definitely like an Aztec reference, like pretty nose on, or not on the nose, but because like, you know, the place that they find is the way that they decide where they're going to settle is there's a glint hawk that rests on a plateau, and that's how they decide where they're going to go. Like how the eagle lands in the middle of the lake, and Tenochtitlan and the Aztecs start developing their city, and then like there's human sacrifice from like lesser tribes around them that they just steal people from to sacrifice to the god. You know, it's very Aztec heavy. Maze lands, like but there's also little like, the reason I say they must have had an anthropologist on the team, there's little nods to other historical things, like I think I might have brought this up to both of you individually, but like so historically, when the Roman Empire collapsed, Count, I think I'm getting the right one, Count, or one of those titles was, is it Count? Am I thinking of Count, or am I thinking of something else? Anyway, there were like Roman military titles that like the invading tribes would take on, not knowing what they meant. I forget if Count is one of them, but shit like that, right? Where like they hear a Roman using the title and they know it communicates a position of power, but they don't quite know the full nuance of it. And then it kind of gets warped into something in later feudal society that means something else entirely. And a similar thing happens in the game where there's a letter, one of those like lore letters that you find from someone in the... like someone who has access to the old technology but doesn't quite know what the fuck anything means. And they write a letter. This is like probably 100 years before Aloy or something. They write a letter to someone and they're a leader and they sign it as like Project Manager Dax or something like that. Like they sign it as, like some sort of corporate title like that. And it's shit like that. That's such good attention to detail that is so fucking good.
It's amazing they went from Killzone to that.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Because, like, Killzone was not known for its, anything. Besides graphics, I guess.
Yeah, there's no amazing lore to the Hellgast. There just wasn't.
Right.
Yeah, just that they're Nazis.
Yeah, they got red eyes because they bad.
Bro, this is kicking my ass. Holy shit. All my Pokemon are like poisoned or paralyzed or something? Fuck, dude.
Oh, I can't stand that. Especially when, like, Zubat and other grass types that will drain your health is so annoying.
Yeah. I gotta use... Let me see. Let me strategize who I use an antidote on. This is fucking hard. I should have leveled more. You were correct. This is why I need to, like, find a guide that tells me... tells me where the fuck I can get, like, know what Pokemon I'm facing that people have. I'm gonna... You're the most useful right now. Perfect. Perfect. Buys me more time. Super Potion? 50? Yes, fuck it. I'll waste it. Don't care. Jesus. Even that did too much damage. Fuck. I am struggle bussing right now.
I've never heard someone say they struggle with a Pokemon game before, but I get it. This looks much more difficult than a standard run.
Right. This is why people do it. This makes it a lot more... It makes it so much better. Honestly, it makes you, like, think... You have to actually think about, like, type matchups, which Pokemon have high defense and low special defense, and shit like that.
I just run through them, and I don't think I've ever looked at the stats for a Pokemon before. I literally just go, that one's cool looking.
Right. Right.
I'll
and then you know
it.
type matchups, and you can, like, if you're at a grass gym, you just, like, fucking hit Ember over and over and over and over again, and you win.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I was thinking, like, oh man, Pokemon games have gotten so much easier, and then I got Pokemon Shield for my brother. He's 9 years old actually now, and he's like, I struggled in the 6th gym. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, for children, these games can be difficult.
Right.
But I've gotten so used to, like, the type matching and all that it's like you can just breeze right through them. They haven't gotten easier. They just haven't changed.
I will say, I think that there are, like, in Gold and Silver... Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I think I outspeed this fucker. Here's me going out on a whim. Assuming I outspeed. I'm pretty sure I do.
I think I was about to say Gold and Silver have more, like, much more specific gym types.
No, I was going to say that, like, it's the one thing that trips people up in Gold and Silver that everyone remembers from playing it back then that was super difficult is Whitney's fucking milk tank. Whitney's milk tank.
Oh, yeah.
Wrecks
The third gym?
most people, yeah. And it just keeps doing rollout after rollout after rollout. And rollout is one of those moves that gets stronger the more you use it. So she just fucking steamrolls everyone.
They also have...
There's a lot of that.
There's a ghost type gym as well. I remember being kind of difficult. Because maybe it just wasn't set up for a ghost type Pokemon. But I remember that one being a challenge.
And there's the thing is with the older games, there are little moments in that, like... Especially Gen 5. Gen 5 is probably the hardest, like, vanilla Gen... I don't know. Sun and Moon was actually... Like, Ultra Sun and Moon were hard to a certain degree.
Which one was Gen 5?
Gen 5 is Black and White.
Black and White, okay. I never played that one.
I advise you to be to be wary of what we're doing. Alright, whatever. Or be very afraid is what he said. I'm not reading this bullshit. Way to go, Tech Q. Team Rocket has taken off. My back's better too. Let's get out of here. Alright, dude.
I think I missed the entire DS era of Pokemon, and then I didn't play X and Y.
Oh,
either.
literally the best era of Pokemon. Platinum.
Is it the best era?
Yeah, Platinum, Gen 4 and 5 are like the highlight for me.
I just have a soft spot for Gold and Silver because of the 16 gyms. No game has done it since.
I know.
And I started Pokemon that way. So I feel like every game since then has felt like a half-complete game.
I mean,
and I think that's a big reason why I'm not like a super fan of it.
You're correct. You're correct. There's that stupid meme where oh, hold on, I can select more than one? Hell yeah. Wait, god damn it. Yes. Okay. There's that stupid meme where it's like the Doge with the muscles and then the Doge that's crying.
You mean the best meme?
It's the best meme. And the one for hold on, I gotta pull up the one for Game Freak. Anyway, I'll pull it up right now. and then I'll put it on
Sure, what else are we doing?
on stream. What else are we doing? We're looking at memes. That's what the stream's about. Obviously.
Yelling about many things.
Yeah, what is this stream about? It's about Pokemon, it's about Game of Thrones, it's about Cyberpunk, it's about Horizon Zero Dawn, it's about Star Wars.
That's right. Star Wars was
Hey,
most of it.
Yeah, Star Wars was most of it.
Free flow and convo. It's all good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I wasn't complaining.
Nor nobody. Right, chat?
That's
Crickets.
Oh, I can't find this fucking meme.
Here's like my dream of what Pokemon could be, right? Next Pokemon they release, it's a remake of the Kanto region. Not necessarily a remake of Red, Blue, and Yellow, but just like a remake of the Kanto region. And then the next year, they release a DLC expansion pack that's Johto. And the year after that, they do a DLC pack, which is Hoenn. And then so on and so forth. They just keep adding the region, and you are the same Pokemon trainer and going through those regions.
What's the name of the Muscle Doge meme? Oh, Swole Doge versus Cheems. There we go.
I didn't understand that, but I agree with that, I think.
Yeah, wait, say that again? I didn't quite get that.
They're basically like treat it like a World of Warcraft like expansion. Like you have the base game, which is the Kanto region, and then every year they release expansions, which are the different regions of Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, a lot of games also do that, I don't know, what do they call it? What does Fortnite do?
Yeah, the seasons. Yeah, no, it's very much like having seasons, and it kind of treating Pokemon as like an ongoing service.
I think that's a totally relevant, valid idea.
Okay, found it. God
So,
damn it, this took me so
Luke
long.
makes a good point here of it could be harder to join in the middle. Here's how they could get around that. Isn't it annoying? And I was actually just experiencing this starting up Soul Silver. Every single time you buy a Pokemon game, you have to relearn how to throw Pokeballs and shit. It's really obnoxious. But what if you could just buy the Hoenn version of the game? Even though it's 3 generations in, you buy the Hoenn version of the game, you start in that region, and then you can buy out the Kanto and Johto regions as you finish the Hoenn and want to explore more.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm down with having, like, another region as, like, a DLC type of deal or some shit. I mean, I think that would be interesting. Also, just, like, the played-out thing of, like, you start as a kid from a small town, and here's a fire, grass, or water Pokemon, yada, yada. Like, you gotta switch that shit up, too. They made it, like, more...
that was... Oh.
What makes Pokemon cool is, like, the explorability aspect of it, right? You gotta make it more, like, explorer-friendly. Look at this meme, by the way. This is the meme I was talking about. It's the Swole Doge. I'm done coding Pokemon Crystal. 2 entire regions filled with secrets, all on 1 megabyte. Made improved sprites from scratch for every single Pokemon. $40, please, in 2020. Despite making the entire region a corridor and an empty field with PS2 graphics, it's struggling to run at 480p, 20 frames per second, and takes over 10 gigabytes. Copy and pasted animations and models from 3DS. That will be $90 plus online plus Pokemon Home. Don't be entitled. It makes me sad. Like, yes, this is absolutely the... this fucking nails it.
Yeah, those games... I think I was telling you this, Dan. It feels like, especially with Sword and Shield, it just feels like a GBA game.
Yes!
But with nicer graphics.
Yes, that's the thing, is that, like, Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were at least, like, pushing what the 3DS could do. Oh my god, my Pokemon's still fucking poisoned. Can I walk?
Like,
I can't
I
walk.
get it's got to be a lot of work to like balance out 400 Pokemon. I get that's hard, but they also make absolute gangbusters on this franchise. I mean, Pokemon is literally, I think it's the biggest,
it's the
intellectual
most profitable,
property.
the most profitable media franchise in the world.
Yeah,
More profitable than Star Wars.
which says a lot.
Yeah, yeah. More profitable than anything Disney could get their hands on, which is insane. Okay, I have to release this fucking Umbreon because I fucked up.
I have not tried Temtem.
Temtem's interesting. I haven't finished it, but I've dabbled. It's interesting. Hold on, let me give a salute to Mr. Peanut. You did what you could. I fucked up. It was my bad.
Shout out to a real one.
That's right. Goodbye, Mr. Peanut. The fucking Eevee I was gifted by Cynthia. Wait, I want to put something else on my team now. Hold up, let me go back. But, yeah, what were we talking about? I forget. Pokemon sucks.
Yeah,
Fuck this game.
like feel like Pokemon Pokemon right now. I feel like is where Zelda was before Breath of the Wild, where like Skyward Sword was kind of like the same thing over again. And they need their Breath of the Wild, and I expected Sword and Shield to be that, and it just wasn't.
I would just make fucking Breath of the Wild again.
I would take a Twilight Princess or a Skyward Sword version of Pokemon. Shit.
It's like the same, well, not the same map, because it's like an all-time great map, but the same kind of overland map and structures, and just pluck down some Pokemon, man.
Plomp them down. What level does Houndour evolve
Just
at?
poop them down.
I forget. This Houndour might do work, because it's adamant. What level do you evolve at? 24? I feel like I want to hold off. Sorry to have a fire type. Might hold off on Torchic too, although having another dark type on my team might be fun. Might be a good idea. How dare you?
Sorry.
Poison Flying. Oh, we have a dark. Oh wait, they're both dark. Fuck, I forgot that Shinx is dark. Okay. Or sorry, Luxray. Luxio and then Luxray. Shinx is just electric. Okay, we're covered on dark. I'm not gonna put that on my team.
So you're like super Pokemon fan. What would you want next? Like, what's your kind of ideal?
There are
direction?
So many ideas that would be good games, and none of them are being done. At this point, I'm like, literally, just do any of them, please. Like, just do something. I'm just sick of. Here's the thing: is that like, Sword and Shield probably would have been better games, not what I want ideally, but better games if they didn't have this rushed cycle of like, you got to put out a Pokemon game every 2 years so that we can start making money off the anime and the trading card game and the plushies and all this shit. And I think a big problem is first and foremost how rushed Game Freak is. But even then, I think I'm gonna put Togepi in my party and try to. I don't even know. Sorry, I'm trying to deliberate while also playing. Let me finish my point.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
I'm gonna finish my point and then I'm gonna pick the Pokemon. They're rushed, and even though it's the most profitable media franchise in the world, Game Freak, the employees at Game Freak that are working on the Pokemon series, it's literally just 150 to 200 of them, and like you expect them to crank out a like AAA quality Pokemon game with that many people, and you make fucking gangbusters? Get the fuck out of here! Like, you can expand that to 10 times that amount and really like make a quality game, I would assume, while keeping to those deadlines. But yeah, it's a deadline issue first and foremost. It's a they won't like get more people working on the goddamn game issue. And then on top of it, like, it's, if you look at, this was the rant I did maybe 2 videos ago, but if you look at the Mario franchise or the Zelda franchise, there is a core template like there is with Pokemon. The Mario one, you know, you collect stars and the stars power you up and you go to these different levels and fight different bosses and stuff. But each game iterates on how you do that template differently, right? Each game has a unique take on that template. Zelda, you go to dungeons, you get some items to power you up, you get the princess from Ganon or whatever, some shit like that, oftentimes. And it's more or less the same shit. And there's fun mechanics with, you know, between those templates and differences between each installation. But that's that core template. Pokemon's core template, they are like sticking to it and not deviating, and it's like really fucking boring. It's not as diverse as like going from Mario Galaxy to Mario Odyssey, or like going from Twilight Princess to Breath of the Wild. It's like the same shit over and over again. It's like, let's take this template, and instead of changing anything in the template, we're just gonna keep doing only new Pokemon and new characters, but everything else is more or less the same fucking shit. And it's like,
and really, it's like new designs, because it's the same types of Pokemon for the most part. They might add 1 or 2 new types.
Right. When it's the same, like, the new designs are just new Pokemon, but it's the same fucking, like, there's still a bunch of old Pokemon in it, so they just have to update it. It's basically the same template over and over again with like a new paint job. You got some new characters, and that's it. And like a story that's pretty rudimentary most of the time.
It gets more basic every time, it feels like.
Yes.
Sword and Shield, I seriously think that story is embarrassing. I haven't done the DLC, so maybe it gets better there, but
Oh no,
I feel like it was
doesn't.
embarrassing.
It really doesn't. It doesn't at all.
Like, there was one point in the story that stuck out to me where I think you finished like the 7th gym or something like that, and there's kind of, like, all right, so like, in like Pokemon, early Pokemon games, where it's like, oh no, team whatever is about to do something really bad, and now you have to go to this warehouse to like stop them. Like, that moment kind of happens after the 7th gym in Pokemon Sword and Shield, but instead some other dude says, we'll take care of that. You go just get the badge. I'm like, what?
Someone else is doing the plot for you.
Exactly.
It's
it
like,
was
get
so
the fuck out of
weird.
here. Why is someone else doing the plot for me? This is insane.
And you're still telling me what the plot is.
Right. It's like, yeah, look, here's a photo of what happened. We're not competent enough to actually let you go play it and animate all of it. Here's a photo. We can't even give you a video.
One point I was going to bring up is, do you think that having like a 5-year time window for making a game and like really doing one generation at a time would work? But it sounds like you're saying with the timeline of the anime and all that stuff, you really couldn't do that.
Because the Pokemon company is like a profit-making machine. It's like a churn, they got to churn, and it's like, fine. I hate that. I would prefer that not to be the case. But if that is going to be the case, there's a way to do this where the games can still be good.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to like stack up your fucking team, You just have to fucking get more people on the team. But they don't.
They're also probably strangled by just like the business aspect to it, because Game Freak is a separate company from Pokemon Company, which is a separate company from Nintendo. And Nintendo and Pokemon Company basically take a huge portion of the profit, and then Game Freak gets what's left over, right?
It's something like that. I think like the Pokemon Company, it's Game Freak, Creatures Inc., and Nintendo, I think, that all have a slice of the pie. But yeah, like Game Freak, I don't think sees as much of it as Nintendo does. I'm not sure on that though.
Mm-hmm.
On that, I am not sure. I'm pretty sure they don't. I think you're right.
That's sad.
But it's like, fine. They might be like compensated well in their salaries or whatever, but at least like fucking expand the team. But on Temtem, Temtem is also kind of the same template over and over again, which is kind of, it's the same core template with not much changes except for new Pokemon or Temtem. But what's interesting, the only mechanic change that's interesting, other than like types are different names and they match up way differently, is instead of having this PP nonsense, they have a stamina bar, and each move uses X amount of stamina. And your stamina re-heals every match. But within one match, you only have X amount of stamina, and it's the bar under health. And so like a move like Tackle would use 15, so you lose a little bit, but like a move that does a fuck ton would use a lot more. And then once you use up all your stamina, you have to like wait for a turn.
Oh, this is still really new too.
Temtem's an early release, it's not even done.
Yeah, it's available on PS5 early release too, which is strange.
Yeah, it's super weird. I like it a lot, at least in concept. I haven't played it out that much. I don't really know much about the story. I barely beat like I got like to a boss that sounds like Team Rocket-esque type of deal. And I haven't gotten a badge or whatever. I haven't beaten a gym or whatever the fuck they call it, a dojo. See, it's the same shit as the thing. And it's like, it is an MMO, but right now it's a little buggy on the MMO side. I think they might have turned the MMO aspect off right now. But you can like, once it's done, at least, like, have battles, trade with people, and you see, I don't think you can interact with people right now in the MMO, but you can at least see other people running around the world, which is actually really cool. And you see people running around the world way less buggier than you do in Sword and Shield. Like, way less buggy. And I think it came out before Sword and Shield.
Oh, the multiplayer on Sword and Shield is such a mess.
Yeah. It's that whole, like, XCOM, they call it, system, is like, it bugs out all the time. And, like, you have to get it to refresh, you have to, like, connect and, like, offer a trade or something, and then it'll refresh your shit. But unless you know that you need to do that to kind of wake up the server and, like, populate. Like, you'll connect to the XCOM, and then you won't see anything come in or refresh, and you'll think that it's just broken. Which, if it looks that way for someone who isn't going out of their way to do something to refresh the system, it is broken.
It's something I might try on Switch when it comes to Switch. Looks like it's going to be coming next year.
Yeah, Temtem, I don't know if it'll be done by then, but whenever it's done... Well, I don't even know if I don't know if this is true. I was assuming it'll come to Switch when it's done, but it might be coming to Switch when it's... Wait, why did I do that?
So, sorry. Also, I'm back. Hey, what's Temtem?
Hey.
It's a Pokemon knockoff from a developing company in Spain.
Okay.
That's decent, but my thing is, like, it doesn't... The Pokemon franchise is boring as shit in terms of, like, how they implement the IP. The example I was giving Holden earlier, which I think I've told you, is, like, if you look at the template...
Your whole rant already. I heard your whole rant already.
Oh, okay, yeah. So if you look at that...
Ago.
If you look at that, right? Odyssey compared to Galaxy, compared to Super Mario 64, are completely different games, but it's still that core template, whereas Pokemon... It's literally the exact same shit over and over again. And it's fucking boring at this point.
And you're still playing it, though.
I know. It's because I love the IP so much.
But he's heavily modding it, so it proves his point, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And, what I would love to see is difficulty settings. A built-in Nuzlocke mode would be sick. Or something like that. That would be dope. I'd love to see something other than you're a kid from a small town, and there's a professor named after a tree, and you pick a water or grass or fire Pokemon.
Are they always named after a tree?
They're always named after a tree.
I didn't even notice that. That's...
Yeah.
How did I not notice that?
Because it's just seeped into your consciousness.
They're always a tree. This one is Elm. I forget what, Magnolia was Sword and Shield.
Is there a Sycamore?
There is a Sycamore.
Oh, there is?
There is a Sycamore.
I was trying to think, like, Eric, think of the weirdest tree name.
Hold on. Which one's
I'll
Sycamore?
stump him on this.
Hold on. Is Sycamore... I want to say Sycamore's Gen 6. I want to say it's X and Y. Professor... How do you spell Sycamore? With a Y or an I?
With a Y.
Ask Siri. Hey, Siri.
Yep, I was right. Professor Sycamore is the one from X and Y, which is like the France analog from Kalos.
Oops.
He's like a hot dude who's young. That's basically the point.
Cool.
Oh wait, what about Kukui? Is Kukui a tree? Or Professor... What's that his name?
Luke just said Willow in...
Yeah, Willow in Pokemon Go. Yes. I forget if Kukui's a tree.
Oh man, Pokemon Go's still going?
Yeah, Luke is like heavy in the Pokemon Go scene. He plays a lot.
I was enjoying it a lot.
Is
2 years
Kukui
ago.
a tree?
Yeah.
Oh, it was such a cool moment when Pokemon Go came out, especially in Chicago.
Yeah, in New York, there were a couple questionable landmarks.
Oh, yep. Kukui's a tree. Yep, anyway. So, whatever. All the professors are named after trees. It's played out as fuck. Yeah, Luke does, like, player versus player shit in Pokemon Go.
Oh, lots of PvP now. Leaning harder into that. Interesting. What's the meta right now? What's the Pokemon Go meta?
I feel like it's, like, Machamp or some shit. I don't know. I'll let him say it.
Yeah, I don't think I've played Pokemon Go since, like, the launch month.
Tell you what, it felt good to, just get out there in the world, walk, get some eggs hatching. Good.
It was cool just to kind of walk down the streets and know people were playing Pokemon Go, and you just look at them and go, like, Pokemon Go, and they look back at you like Pokemon Go, and there was kind of this cool, like, shared experience there. Slight tangent. What happened to Pokemon Sleep? We didn't get that. I'm sure COVID has something to do with that.
I have no idea. I didn't keep up with that.
Because like that was supposed to come out this year. At least I think it was.
I thought that was just like an aspect within Pokemon Go. That was its own thing?
I think it was its own thing, yeah.
I thought it was like baked into the Pokemon Go app. I don't know. Luke, say something. You know. Oh, he's talking about the player versus player shit.
Right.
They cap leagues
Bulk.
based on CPs, which is related to stats. So more stats is better, but attack is weighted to give more CP than HP defense, so you want higher stat totals and bulk. Bastiodon is amazing. Yeah, Bastiodon's a very bulky Pokemon. That's fucking wild.
I'm gonna look this up now because I'm curious.
Also, what happened with that Pokemon League of Legends?
Oh, it's coming out. It's probably going to be announced like this month or next month. What is it called? Pokemon... I forget what it's called.
I mean, at least it's different, right?
It is. I mean, that's the thing I liked about Pokken, is that, like, Pokken, I don't think was a great game. Because it's just another fighter game, but I really enjoyed it because it was like, you get to... I don't know. Like, playing with Pokemon in that context was cooler. Like, I'm kind of tired of the 4 moves, yada yada yada. Because it's also, like, imbalanced as fuck. Like, there's a ton of legendaries that just dominate the metagame, and it's really boring. And they don't do anything about that.
I found the Wikipedia article for Pokemon Sleep, and it makes no sense. It reads like one of those artificial intelligence that, like, write a Harry Potter book. It reads like one of those. Obviously not quite that extreme.
A neural net type of thing?
Yeah. Like, tell me if you can make any sense of what this game is based on this short paragraph.
Okay, shoot.
Pokemon Sleep tracks the amount of time a user sleeps, using the accelerometer of the external Pokeball Plus accessory, and communicates the data to the user's mobile phone via Bluetooth for sleep-related gameplay. Through the gameplay specifics have not been revealed, the Pokemon Company's promised it will turn sleeping into entertainment, in a similar way to how the Pokemon franchise's other games, Pokemon Go and Pokemon Smile, turn walking and oral hygiene into entertainment respectively.
Wait, oral hygiene? What? What?
Pokemon Smile is this, like, thing to, like, help kids brush their teeth.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. What the fuck?
Pretty bold claim.
What does sleep-related gameplay mean?
I don't even know. It's like, you get good sleep, now your Charmander got experience. What does that even...
Yeah.
The
We
fuck?
have revolutionized sleep.
When I think about
right?
gameplay, I usually... It comes with a basic understanding of being awake. So you're saying sleep-related gameplay. It's kind of an oxymoron.
Oh no, it's off the clock.
Luke, the name of the MOBA is Pokemon Unite.
Yeah,
I posted
forgot.
it there in
Oh, okay, there you go.
The thing you don't
lucid
read.
dream that shit.
Fuck chat. I don't listen to chat.
Yeah, like, do they, like, is this... They're working with Elon Musk. It's a part of Neuralink. They're gonna, like, build it into your brain, so when you sleep, you dream about Pokemon.
Man, this is the dystopia that I can stand. Let's go. That's the dystopia that I'm
Nintendo
happy
also
about.
has that, like, quality of life, like, sleep thing they're working on too.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not even a rumor. They have talked about it in, like, investor calls and stuff.
Like a Fitbit kind of thing?
They haven't said what it is. They just said they're still working on it, and
Weird.
I guess they want to make sleep fun.
How about
I
you
don't
make
know what that
Pokemon
means.
good? How about that? How about
Yeah.
you make these games not shit? I don't want to say Sword and Shield is shit, but it has
kinda is, though.
zero replayability.
It can't be. It's sold too well, right?
It sold so well. That's the thing, is they won't learn their lesson because it sells so well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, it's not going to change. I want it to. It won't.
People seem to like it, apparently. But not really, because I kind of feel like I don't hear anyone who, like, really defends Pokemon.
I
Pretty
mean,
much every big Pokemon fan I know is like, yeah, I like the franchise a lot, but it's kind of, gone awry.
I don't know. I've had discussions with, what's his name, Dusty Hill, where he kind of, like, defends Sword and Shield, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I think they're kind of fucking trash. He's like, well, they're good because they're decent games, and they bring in people to the franchise who haven't been in it before, and I'm like, but, like, just make a really good game. And then, like, you'll have people come into the franchise that weren't there before.
Yeah, like, I don't think keeping it the same isn't exactly a great way to bring people into the franchise that haven't been there before.
Right. And that's the thing, is like, I don't know. You're asking me, like, what do I want to see? And I don't know. There could be any number of things that would make it really interesting. I really liked Black and White for the fact that Black and White, out of any new generation, introduced the most new Pokemon. And what they did is you could only catch the new Pokemon. You could not catch any of the old Pokemon until you beat the game. And when you beat the game, it opened up and there was an old Pokemon in the wild, in different sections of the wild that you didn't have access to. But before you beat the game, you only have the new Pokemon. It's a completely new... It was the first time they did a region that was based off of anything outside of Japan. It was based off New York. Yeah, and I thought that was cool. I think like making it harder was cool. In Gen 5, they introduced a difficulty mode, which they never
did
they never brought it back. Yep, there was I forget if it was just like challenge versus normal. Let me see, challenge mode.
I have an analogy for Pokemon changing over time. It's like You're
gonna say something about evolution. Go.
So yeah, no, I'm actually gonna go into our whole pizza conversation, like cheese pizza. It's like they offer cheese pizza. That's what red and blue is, right? It's cheese pizza, and it's like, oh, like let's get some more people in the fray. Like, oh, did you want to add like pepperoni or sausage or pineapple and like make it a new pizza? It's like, no, 4 cheese blend. That's our new that's what we're having. Oh, that's not appealing to you? 5 cheese blend. You want a 5 cheese blend?
No, but now it's Monterey Jack and cheddar though. Okay, now it's a different 4 cheese blend.
But it's still cheese pizza.
Yeah. That's a decent analogy, honestly.
You landed the plane with that. It made a lot of sense. Yeah.
You landed the plane.
Not all my analogies are good, but a broken clock can be right twice.
Oh God.
Maybe it's like the exhibit meme a little bit too. It's like, hey,
I heard you like,
yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what's the exhibit meme?
I heard you like blah blah blah, so we put blah 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 and you're blah blah blah.
Oh.
Yeah, they had in Gen 5 they had an easy mode, a normal mode, and a hard mode.
Oh, sorry, an easy mode? That's really funny.
Yeah, I know.
But that's the story mode of Pokemon games.
Exactly.
Like even type matching doesn't matter. Like everything is they tackle one kill.
It required you to beat the game first, which sucks.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
So like I beat the game, now I want to do it again, but easier?
Yeah. Or harder. That's dumb. That should be... Anyway, that's the only time they've ever done it in the franchise, and you had to beat the game to get to it.
That's weird. I can understand harder mode. That makes sense. But locking easy mode behind beating it doesn't make any sense.
You know what games get to what I would like to see in the Pokemon franchise in terms of shaking it up or something interesting at least? The fucking GameCube games. The Gale of Darkness and Colosseum. Those are both really interesting games.
I know of them, but I don't know really much about them.
They're really fucking interesting. There is no wild Pokemon in Gale of Darkness at all, but you were given a couple Pokemon to start with, but there are no wild Pokemon, and the conceit of it is that you steal from the evil team this device that lets you steal trainers' Pokemon. And what they are doing is like turning them into dark Pokemon. Like remember the cards that were dark? So it was like Team Rocket made them dark, and it was like a dark Raticate or whatever. You steal the dark Pokemon from the evil team and like purify them or whatever of the dark shit that they did to them. And the final one you catch is a dark Lugia. It was the one that had a dark Lugia on the cover.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
But like shit like that, they were thinking outside the box a little bit. It wasn't as hashed out as a main series Pokemon game would be, but like they're thinking about something different and interesting there. Like that's a thought. Please keep fleshing that out more into a full game. But it was kind of a half game.
Gale of Darkness.
Well, that's actually
a sick title.
It's such a good name.
It's like an anime Final Attack.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So this is a tangent, but it's not even a tangent. This is a point, but I think it's going to circle back in. Have you guys played Bug Snacks?
What the fuck is Bug Snacks?
I've seen it. I've not played.
Okay. That, I think, could play well into what Pokemon could be in the future.
What is it?
So you were kind of talking about like different ways to catch Pokemon. Like that's how Gale of Darkness differentiated itself. Bug Snacks is basically, it's a really weird game, but it's actually surprisingly good. It's basically this game where you are catching different creatures who represent, like they're bugs basically, but they represent a type of snack. Like one might be a hot dog that squiggles around like a worm, for example. But each one has a unique thing you have to do to catch it. Like the hot dog likes ranch, so you have to lure it into a trap by like slingshotting ranch everywhere so that it goes into the trap, and then you catch the trap to get it or something like that. And I feel like they could do that with Pokemon, where like you have to like understand each different type of Pokemon to know how to catch it, and that could kind of at least change the engagement in an interesting way.
Yes, there's to that point. There was talking about the games that are not main franchise. The Ranger games do something similar, which apparently they might come out with Ranger on mobile. But the Ranger games, what they did was it was on the DS, so this wouldn't work on anything but a touchscreen nowadays. But on the lower screen, the touchscreen, what you would do is you would catch the Pokemon with like this like Beyblade-esque top thing, and with the stylus, you had to circle the Pokemon a bunch of times, and the Pokemon would do like attacks that would break the line. Like you had to like, for Entei, you had to like loop it like 50 times or some crazy shit. And it would do a flamethrower and break your line. So you'd have to like let it do the flamethrower, wait, and then keep going kind of thing. Like that's akin to what you're saying to a degree. Like something like a catch mechanic that's like really cool and interesting. That switches it up.
Because I think right now it's basically whittle their health down, then throw a ball at their face.
Yeah. That's it.
And unless you're playing Pokemon Go, it never misses.
But that's the thing, is like with the Let's Go games,
not catch, but it doesn't miss.
Yeah, with the Let's Go games, I felt like that was an interesting way to... A lot of people bitched about it and were like, what the fuck is this? I don't want Pokemon Go in my main series game. And I was like, okay, I'm cool with this if it's executed well. But it was kind of buggy in the Let's Go games. Where like, you did this with your Joy-Con and it would like just kind of go up and fall down. And it's like, okay, cool, just wasted a Pokeball, thanks. Like, if it were executed really well, then yes, give me something different, please. Just something fucking interesting. And also, like, the whole National Dex, Dexit, they called it, bullshit.
Dexit, that's hilarious.
Yeah, they called it Dexit because it was the British region.
Yeah, the what is it? Begsit, what's it called? What was it called? I can't remember.
It's the Galar, the region.
The actual event was Brexit.
Right.
Brexit, that's what it was, yeah.
But anyway, people were pissed that not every Pokemon was going to be in the game, and I was like, I mean, whatever. Like, that, I don't mind. I don't know why I ran away from that. I could have handled that ghastly just fine. The having not every Pokemon in the game is okay with me if that means the quality of the game will be better. But their excuse was, oh, we're working on animations for the few that we can fit into the game, and we're going to nail them on that. But it turns out all the animations and graphics were just ported over from Sun and Moon, were ported over from the 3DS. They didn't actually, so they were lying. So I think it's reasonable to be pissed about that. But yeah, my point being, like, if they did cut Pokemon, like, okay, we're gonna only have like 200 Pokemon in this game, I'm cool with that if that means that the game is perceivably better for some reason. Like, one of the reasons that people gave for maybe it would be better is they might be able to like balance the metagame, which is just dominated by fucking legendaries and pseudo-legendaries right now. But then the DLC came out and they brought back a bunch of legendaries and pseudo-legendaries from previous generations, so it fucked up the meta. So, goddammit, I didn't mean to run. Whoops. Oh well, I'll go heal. Anyway, yeah, I have many points to make and none of them are refined, but I can blather on about it for a while.
It just goes back to the kind of what we were talking about earlier, though. It's cheap.
Yeah. Very cheap. Ugh, it sucks so much. I hate everything. All right, I'm gonna save here and then I'm gonna call the stream. All right. Let me save. While I'm saving, Holden, now that you're here, you should plug your shit, I guess, since you've been here patiently for so long.
Oh yeah. I do two things. I'm on a video game podcast called Respawning Fire. Talk about video games, just generally speaking. And then I also do another show called Networked, which is basically about Apple Apple-related technology stuff.
Cool.
Very cool.
Oh. That's what I meant. Eric's gone. Eric streams as Philanthus on here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You should invite me on.
You're invited.
Wait, what do you stream?
You know, variety streaming. Today I'm gonna do a Hearthstone card game, but
Oh, cool.
you know, action RPGs, indies, whatever, man. Whatever, you know, makes me cry. Basically.
Alright, on that note, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Yeah.